X33 and the X34 right there. Or that's the X37. But yeah, see, there's a bunch of different ways. I just like the X33 because honestly, I think the X33 was the best design. But anyway, we can talk more about that. We can talk more about space news on the other end of this, on the other side of break. So once again, don't go anywhere. I'll be back for space news here, right around the top of the hour, maybe a little bit after that. Just gonna go get some tots, man. EJ Space and Rocket Review. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Yeah, don't go anywhere. Still plenty of stream left. Let's do this. So, welcome to Space News, your daily source from the EJSA for news. News! 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 All right. Some pics from the newest NSF member. Oh, very nice. Another Longfield Sloss article. Okay, I'll save that one for another day. All right, here we go. So, A Black Brent 9 sounding rocket launched the Dynamo 2 mission, actually just 2 hours ago. There's a picture of it shooting out of wallops. It's a pretty cool mission. This is the first of 2 Black Brent 9 rockets to launch to test kind of electro interference in the electric interference in the ionosphere. The first one is launched into a low interference area, and then the second rocket, which is yet to be launched, will be launched into a high interference area, and then there's a satellite that flies overhead that measures, the environment that the rocket is experiencing. First one was launched 2 hours ago. It was great. Cool little launch. Black Brent 9 is basically a bunch of missile first stages just stacked on top of each other. It's a pretty cool little rocket. You made suspension in KSP. Oh, yeah. Enrage did stuff like this back in the day. Yeah, it's really cool, actually. Yeah, if you used hydraulics as, spring and damper, a hydraulic with a high damper and a hydraulic with a low damper, you could basically, you can make suspension. You can make Baja vehicles and stuff. It's actually really cool. That's awesome, 95. Yarg, Tier 2, 76-month resub. Yo, happy birthday. I found this resub lying around, and I figured I might as well give it to you. How was your 4th and your birthday? Great. Yeah, it was fine. Dude, I got this really nice hat. It makes me happy. I don't really ever ask for anything for my birthday, so I get cards and stuff. And this isn't like, I'm not trying to make a statement or anything. I just don't need anything for my birthday. All the stuff that I want is expensive car parts, and I'm not going to be like, Mom, I want a supercharger. If I want something, I go and buy it. It's one of those things about adulting where, like, Christmas and your birthday get really kind of useless. I don't need to be like, okay, I'm going to buy this. I'm not going to buy this, so I want it for my birthday. No. If I want something, I go and buy it like an adult. I did get some money for car parts, Brimo. Yeah, that's fine. Praise Hail, praise Dale. That's right. My birthday isn't on a national holiday, Dragon. It's the day after. Yeah, I'm the 5th. Hey, Gojiro, what's going on? No, PS5. That's a different rocket. Same carrier vehicle, different mission. Thanks, Oba. Same. My dad and I just usually get each other Legos. I don't even ask for that, Yarg. I just really want to be with my family on the 4th of July, and that's what I got. That's the best present I could ask for. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, wow, look at how good of a person. No, that's what I enjoy. I like hanging out with my family. Screw me, right? Like, I actually enjoy it. When my family gets together, it's like a bunch of me. Can you imagine a party of like 10 or 15 me just going around? Oh, they're great. Great parties. Fun times. Oh, God. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, me and my cousins. Yeah. Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no. Yeah. Oh, it gets fun. Yeah. That's right, Apollo. Yep. I don't want to imagine that. Primo knows. It's a good time. So, yeah, me and my cousins are just, I'm clones of them or they're clones of me. It's great. It's a fun time. It's fun. I enjoy it. It's a good time. God help the poor host. There can be only one. Yeah. It's a good time. It's fun. I enjoy it. But yeah. So, yeah. We didn't launch any fireworks, but we watched fireworks. The last time we had fireworks and family over, the police got called, so, for a noise disturbance. Yeah, one of my cousins took an entire roll of firecrackers, put it out in the street. Yes, the street, and... Hey guys, watch this! It was like that for about 5 minutes straight. It was an entire roll of firecrackers. It was awesome. It was awesome, yeah. It was a good time. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Last link. You might like it because pickles. Oh, Ford Raptor. Cool. I still got to make the Mustang back there. Yeah. Primo, you weren't there for that. Yeah, one of my cousins just, yeah. I'll tell you that story later. Yeah. Yeah, we were like lighting off firecrackers. He's like, you guys don't know how to do this. Here, let me do it. Yeah, yeah. It's fun. I like hanging out with my family. It's a good time. Yeah. Yeah, Brimo. Yeah, maybe you have. Yeah. No, tell it now. I melted asphalt with sparklers before. Yeah. I wanted to know. Louisa, long story short, I have a lot of cousins that are exactly the same as me. Some are probably even crazier than I am. Yeah, I'd say some of them, like, and this is like extended family. Some of them are even nuttier than I am. Yeah, so one of my cousins is, I was like sitting there. What I do when I get fireworks is I try to make better fireworks, because it's me. And do not frigging do this, okay? And I would say that I probably shouldn't even do it either. But what I like doing is I had 2 little bottle rockets last time I went messing with these things. And I tried to make a reusable bottle rocket. I took the explosive part out and left a little bit of the residue to light off the fuse on a second firework. And I was trying to make like a 2-stage reusable firework. Doesn't really do anything, but just goes up and comes back down, but it's still cool. Yeah, that's what I did last time. Yeah, the coking marks in the backyard. So I launched it off of a fire pit. So we have the house that we go to. There's a fire pit in the backyard, and I took a couple of bottle rockets and cut them open, and the grain. I took the grain and made a bigger one, and then I put it. I taped a s'more stick to the side of the fire pit. Right? And then use the fire pit as a flame trench, Soyuz style. And the coking marks are still there from when I launched it. There's still a mark in the fire pit. Oops. You were in New Hampshire, right? Yeah, sure. Did you make a launch pad? For the most part, yes. Yeah, I started cutting open little bottle rockets with a razor and, taking the grain out and then making bigger bottle rockets. Problem is, if you're trying to make a reusable firework, the casing for the firework is ablative. It melts because it's a firework. It's one-time use. So making one reusable, doesn't really work very well. I did get the stage back though. It was just not reusable. Yeah. Like putting 2 mortar shells in the same tube, bottom one facing up, the top one facing down. Yeah. Gonna build SSDO fireworks. Yeah. And I took the explosives out too. So like, the bottle rocket is like it's like a cylinder with a nose cone on it, and inside of the nose cone is the explosive, right? So I sliced that open, right? And I took the nose cone off, and then I took the explosive out, right? Then I put the nose cone back on, and I used Scotch tape because duct tape would have been too heavy. The more you know, right? And then I taped that back on, and then I took another one, took the nose cone off, and made a longer tube. And then I lit the fuse on the first one, and I tried to make it so the first casing, the secondary charge that makes the pop would light the second fuse, and then it would go. It didn't work. It just exploded. Yeah. I didn't take enough. I didn't do this yesterday or the day before that. That was like a couple of years ago, but why not Irish tape? Well, because Scotch tape. Anyway. Yeah, don't screw around with that stuff unless you know what you're doing. And I should probably heed my advice too, because yeah, stuff pops. Don't do that. But yeah, you could do some stupid things. So, Goalie, we were 2 years ago when we had all the fireworks, we were just throwing M80s into the campfire, which was probably not a good idea in retrospect. Still got on my fingers. Yeah, we would just throw M80s into the campfire. Yeah, it probably wasn't a good idea. Anyway. Tomorrow, Booster 3 will be tested. They're doing something. Yeah. The M80s that you get from the fireworks store these days aren't real M80s. Yeah, I know what you mean. All right, so check this out. You guys want to see something cool? Look, the meme shot. The meme shot. It exists. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Better than throwing 22 rounds at the pavement. Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. Used to know a guy who was throwing him out a car window in the 90s. Car didn't survive the night. Nice. Oh, man. The thread? Dude, screw the thread. I'm in the... Oh, yeah. But, oh, yeah, for the meme thread, yes. Here, hold on. Check this out. So EGS, the interim cryogenic propulsion stage has been stacked right there. Oh, look at that. So that's the interim cryogenic propulsion stage. It's a modified Delta IV upper stage, and it's been integrated and stacked. SLS is complete. All you need is payload now. The rocket in the Block 1 carrier form is complete. So this would be like stacking the Saturn V first, second, and third stage. You're just waiting on the stuff that goes on top. They had Titan and KSP. Nice. Cool. So EGS tweets this, and then David Willis says, I guess the only question now is when do we get a picture like this? And then they said, oh, you mean like this? So the next thing in line here is to take this thing and so take that, put it on there, and then you've got to put the OSA on there, the Orion stage adapter, and then they're going to modal test it, and then they're going to install the secondary payloads inside of the Orion staging adapter. There's a bunch of CubeSats in there in the third stage ICPS on the stage adapter. There's a bunch of CubeSats. And after they're going to do modal testing, and then they're going to install the payloads, and then once the modal testing is done and the payloads are installed, they're going to put the real Orion on top of it. Shouldn't take much. Maybe the end of the month we'll have a full SLS stack, which is ridiculous. It's going to be ridiculous to see. I've been following this pretty closely. It is pretty insane to see it. But yeah, there's all these great shots of the ICPS being put into place, which is just freaking cool. They will most likely use the Orion stage adapter structural testing article. Yeah. This is a better shot. I have all kinds of pictures here. What, you talking about that one? That one right there? Yeah, I don't mind that one. When the EUS stack soon. Holy moly. Oh, man, that's cool. Is that a blanket? What? Yes? So there they are, pulling it out of its transport structure right here. On the LOX tank, yeah, there's well, yeah, those look like thermal blankets down there. Those guys? Yep. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see them there. What is it? Yeah. I mean, they're for the LOX tank. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's the unboxing. Yeah. Right. And that's white spray-on foam insulation right there, as opposed to the orange stuff. Temperature is what denotes color, if I'm remembering correctly. Or it could be vacuum. Novus, which one is it? You tell me. Can we just... We need the optimistic music. Think ULA painted the spray on foam insulation for optical properties on orbit. Makes sense.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Blood fam, what's up, bro? Oh, that's so freaking cool. Yes, it was, Jim. It's from a NASA documentary called We Deliver. Okay, we are 2 for 2, Houston. We deliver. Oh. You're a married man now, believe it or not. That's why I haven't been around in a while. Congratulations. When did this happen? Sweet. It should be okay, Master, but I am looking into it. That's so damn cool. What other pictures do we got? That's so righteous, man. Yeah, Ordon, I know. The base is freaking righteous. It's such a great song, dude. It slaps. It slap. So cool. Oh man, that's freaking awesome. Thanks. Happened 3 weeks ago. Hey, congratulations, dude. That's pretty awesome, man. You gonna come back for racing then, or what? She knows. Yeah, there you go, man. Oh, dude, that's so cool. You know what? These are gonna go in my yeah, into the SLS research pictures compilation. Yep, that's just okay. Yep. I just need these for science purposes. Yeah. Yeah. Science. We need it for science. Come on. It's science. Believe the science. Oh, that's, dude, it's so cool. That's so freaking cool. It's an upper stage, STX. She goes out of town this weekend, so maybe not this Friday, but we'll be back next week for sure. Right on, man. Right on. Wooden floors. Yep. Don't want to ground yourself when you're touching the rocket tech. Yeah. Yep. Yep. They got nice hardwood in there, man. Very nice. It's all coming together. Can you link the album of pictures? Sure. It's the 3rd stage for SLS. It's so damn cool. And then, of course, there's this picture here, which also is going to find it. Oh, that's so cool. I could look at these pictures all day. The VAB just, there's all these lights and all these different lighting angles. It's just very, it's eye candy, you know? It's just eye candy, man. So damn cool. Oh my gosh. Okay. Think of the rockets that have been through there. Yep, Saturn V shuttles. It's pretty damn cool. When is SpaceX doing their next test launch? Sometime in August, man. We're a little ways away. Saturn 1Bs, that's right. It's gonna be freaking ridiculous, man. It's gonna be nuts. Nice, caveman. Alright, so the ICPS is stacked. They got to do some modal testing, and we should see the Orion and the service module on there by the end of, probably the end of the month. Yeah, that's just a test booster. Yeah, we'll get more into that later. We'll get more into that later. Here. Feast your eyes on this. Do you like high-res landing photos? Or videos? Headphone users, you might want to, you know. Pretty much, Steiner, yeah. There you go, Phil.
Discovery, going throttle up.
Came here. Not bad. That's right. Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Nostalgia. What's that, Tech? Yep. Yep. Let's put it back together. Let's put it to work. Let's see. There is another thing that I wanted to check out. Oh, I'm looking around for it. Yeah, here. Here we go. So, I found the pictures. So, check this out. Little bit of a side thing here. Check this out. So, the Atlas V core stage was tracked on FlightAware. And Tori Bruno confirmed that there was an Antonov 124 that was moving an Atlas V core stage to Vandenberg in the air. So, check that out. There's an Atlas V Common Core booster inside of an Antonov 124 that was flown across the country from Alabama to California, which is pretty damn cool. We got pictures of it. You can see that tracking cam look picture in the first photo. Oh, neat. Cool. There's a picture of them pulling the Atlas V out at Vandenberg there. It's not every day that you see a first stage being moved around by an airplane. It's pretty damn cool, actually. It's pretty neat. Yeah, this is gonna go in my my Atlas V research folder. There we go. Yeah. So that's pretty neat. Landsat 9 is an Earth observation satellite. Let's see now. What else do we have here? Hey, Shikama, what's going on? Russian or Ukrainian? That was Volga Dnieper, so I'm pretty sure that's Ukraine. I want to see Starship landings until they're just another run-of-the-mill
Discovery,
landing.
throttle up.
There was a thread on Twitter, and somebody, Thomas, did you see the thread where they posted, where, I forget the dude's name, but the guy posted a picture of what he thinks the catch mechanism is going to look like in like a little infographic? I think that's probably it. Some guy basically drew out exactly what I was thinking. I gotta find the dang thread. Excuse me. I gotta find the thread. Where is it? Let's look. Oh yeah, check it out. Of course, I Still Love You showed up at Port of Los Angeles. It's Mighty Servant 1 was moving it through the Panama Canal up to the Pacific so it can receive, so SpaceX can launch and land rockets out in California. SpaceX did buy a new berth out there where Sea Launch was previously berthed in the Port of Long Beach, which is pretty cool. Lunar Caveman. Yeah, that. There it is. So this is probably the diagram out of all the catching diagrams. This is the one I think is most realistic. So check this out. This is for Starship now when their first stages come back and land. So they have the pulleys right here, right? And basically the whole catching mechanism is going to work essentially like a it's going to work essentially like an elevator, right? You have the pulley over here, and then you have a dead-end spool over here, right? And all this is going to do is tension or release the slack, and that can make this entire mechanism go up and down, which is pretty nutso. You know, you have a bunch of pulleys right here, and then you have a line going down the side to a dead-end spool, right? That works basically just like a crane pulley. It's the same thing, which is pretty rad. And then you have you have your pulley system up there at the top, right? Going back and forth. This is posted by Lunar Caveman, once again on Twitter. I think that this is probably what we're most likely going to see. Something very similar to this, at least the cable mechanism. I'm just so jealous of your dang mustache. I look like a French duelist with my thin goatee at best. Oh. Thanks. There's got to be an adjustable counterweight in the mix there, right? Adjustable counterweight. No? How does it count for any margin of error in landing position? Yeah, that's still obviously a part that I don't have figured out, and I don't think SpaceX has that figured out. But in terms of what we're going to see, I saw this, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much probably what it's going to look like. At least the pulley part right here. The pulley part and the tracks that are riding on the rails that are on the sides of the integration tower. I'm not so sure about this part. I don't know. But this part right here, Starship fuel drain arm. Okay, ignore the Starship fuel drain arm part. That's not going to happen. You don't drain fuel at the top. They'll probably safe the booster by attaching it back to the pad and hooking up the umbilicals and detanking from there. What about windage? Once again, fellas, I don't have the answer to that, and I don't think SpaceX has the answer to that. But I think this more or less looks like what we've seen being planned. Did you see the last column of the 8th tower section? It's different from the other ones. I haven't seen that yet, and I haven't gotten into the Starship article yet. Now, once again, in terms of this, I don't know. I have no idea, fellas. I really don't know. I don't have a clue. Maybe the booster just hovers there and the arms close in on it, and then, you know, that closes in position. You're still not taking into account the margin of error here, but I don't know. But in terms of the pulley system, we know that the drawworks and the dead end spool are already there. That's already there. So I can pretty much tell you that that's probably what it's going to look like. This is the most accurate I've seen out of anybody yet. Now, in terms of this part, I don't have a clue. I don't have any idea. Can the booster hover? Well, I would certainly hope so. Anyway, let's see. There is still a little bit more space news here. But I'll save that. We'll save that for later. This is something you're probably going to want to hear. And I'm only going to touch on this real quick. James Webb Space Telescope passes its launch review. So we're looking at some of the final steps here in the launch campaign, but other than, you know, actually going and putting the thing together. For the James Webb Space Telescope, James Webb is scheduled to launch sometime later this year on an Ariane 5 late in the year. So that's pretty cool. I'll link the article by Jeff Faust over at Space News here if you guys want to read more into it. Middle Country News, plus more space launches. Yeah, China did their first EVA. They moved it up. But, yeah, we can look at that in a second. I'm going to skip over that one. And, Phil, I'm going to skip over the planet valued at 2.8 billion one just for now. We'll leave it there, but people want to talk about the Starship. I should have mentioned the pulley mechanism stuff later. Are they still fixing Hubble? Fixing? No, Hubble's still broken. They haven't done anything yet, but the guidance systems are still working, which is the most important part. So China went and did an EVA to help outfit the station, the Tianhe space station, and then there were 2 launches pretty much over the couple of days that I was gone. Let's see. So this one's coming from Sci News here. Let's see what we got. Hello, Mario. I mean, EJ. Yeah. This marks the first EVA that China's done, I think, since 2016 on the Tiangong 2 station. They're outfitting them for the EVA there. Let's see them go outside. Hey, here we go. No, Bobby, no. Not yet. Well, there's something you don't see every day. Where's the airlock here? Oh, okay, I see it. It's on the front node. Got it. Hey, my pick, what's going on, man? Check out the hat that I got, dude. For America. Pretty dope, huh? I got an old cleater hat. Needed one. Interesting. Yeah, it's pretty decent, man. Pretty decent. I mean, you got to remember, dude, these cameras are brand new. The cameras that are up there with NASA have been up there for a little while, and if, long story short, have time for radiation to fry them. The UHD cameras from NASA look this good. The newer cameras. But every camera on the Chinese space station looks sharp because it's all new. I think the mission to fix the Hubble will need a Cygnus capsule with 2 docking ports and an airlock and a Dragon capsule. Well, that would be... Actually, that's not a bad way to do that, W. It'd be pretty neat. So, nice EVA footage nonetheless. They, basically what they were doing is they were doing a shakedown on the outside of the module and moving stuff and configuring stuff for long duration, to basically... Not for long duration. They're getting the space station ready to accept new modules down the road and making sure all the equipment works. It's basically a test EVA. And in the meantime, there was 2 launches coming out of China. There was a Long March 3C. Launching the Tianlin 1. Data and tracking relay satellite into geostationary. So that's a TDRS sat. Oh, Long March. Note the nice orange hypergolic cloud of fun. They're still dumping the stages? Yeah, every time. So Long March 2s, Long March 4s, and Long March 3s. Long March 5 is the Wenchang launch site. There's Jinquan, there's Jinshan, and then there's Wenchang. There's 3 launch sites. 2 of them are inland. The 2 inland ones are no good.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Hey, Apatoxin 60-month resub. What a streak. Yep. See, this is one of the sites that's inland. It's not ideal. And before you ask, like, well, why are their launch sites so far inland? Well, they put their launch sites inland because they put them up in the mountains. Put them up in the mountains near the Gobi Desert, so they were harder to find. And they also put them on the Russian border because right when the Chinese were getting into this stuff for ICBM research, just like everybody else, they wanted him pointed at Russia because in 1962, the Chinese and the Russians had the Sino-Soviet split, and yeah, the Soviet Union's idea of government was different than the Chinese, and they split. So that's why the launch sites are actually inland. China's once again worked on newer launch sites. There's Wenchang, which is on Hainan Island, that's closer to Vietnam, but it is on the coast. That's where they launched the space station from. Yeah, my pick once again. It's not... It would be nice to do space stuff with them. I would love to. That'd be great. But they got to smarten up. Like, that's the truth of the matter. Look up... Once again, look up Intelsat 708. You know, nobody wants to play with. Nobody wants to play with people. You know, you don't want to go play sandbox with people that are just going to kick your sandcastle over. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, Intelsat 708 is a very good example of one of the reasons why the Wolf Amendment exists. And I'm not going to talk about it here. You go research it on your own time. So, yeah, go check that out on your own time. But it is cool to kind of once in a while pop in and check the launches out. So, there is another article here for Space News that's... Yeah, Yang Yao Yang. Yeah, Kuro. That guy's cool. He's alright. So anyway, thoughts on the Raptors on the bottom of Super Heavy being fully exposed? I haven't heard anything with that, Thomas, but can I just hang on? I just got to read this real quick. No. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'll read that article on my own time. Yeah, no, hard pass. Hard pass on that. Here, let's go over here. How cool would a 5 Raptor Vulcan be? Yeah, that'd be pretty neat. Part on the AR-1 is where it's at. It's... Oh. Okay. Yep. Alright. Alright. No. I'm not talking about it. Let's watch the NSF video. There's a couple of ones that we have to keep up with. Woo! Lightning. Yeah, they borrowed it. I think they borrowed it. I got it. I got it, Thomas. Oh, looks like we got some crane extension parts. Right, Jim? They definitely do. Looks like they're sleeving an engine section for a Starship there. See the 3 mounts on the top that look like shower heads right there? That's Raptor vacuum mounts. Booster number 4 ring section with lead-ins moved near the tents. Okay. Are they allowed to work with cranes in lightning? I wouldn't. Because if it's lightning, if there's lightning, that means it's raining, and if it's raining, that means it's windy. I wouldn't. I volunteer as not tribute. As not tribute. No. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that at all. That's a really bad idea. They have to remove the jib from Frankencrane, expecting them to remove the top section of the main boom and extend it from a P102 to a P120 configuration. Yes. Crane gets hit, it could kill everyone 20 to 30 feet around it. Yeah, I wouldn't do that, Gully. Yeah, I believe you. Turk. Okay, these are booster parts here. Hey, Shell, what's going on? And here's a guy walking. Like a crane operator's burning one right there. You see that? Burning one right there. Or he's on his phone. Could be either one. Bird. This thing. The more they work on the orbital launch table, the more I'm fascinated by it. I know, Dragon. It's pretty cool. So there's Booster 3. That's the test article. Yeah, it's not a coincidence, Ref. Yeah, Jim. Most likely, I mean, there needs to be a place for the umbilical. They're going to do ground testing from what we've been hearing with this booster. So they might do tank pressurization tests and stuff. Which will be pretty ridiculous in itself. We should expect some testing of Booster 3 tomorrow. Here is the 8th tower segment corner post being delivered. Note that the 8th tower segment has a huge flange on the top. What is a flange? It's a flat surface to mount something. See, these are the flanges for the cross member. Well, these are gussets. Those are more like gussets for the cross members that hold. See those pieces? The triangles, these are for the triangles right here. But note this big honking flange at the top. Look at that flange. Would you look at it? Would you just look at that? Would you look at it? Now EJ's just making words up. James, 23-month resub. Thanks, man. Would you look at that? See this track thing right there? I'm pretty dang sure that that's what the orbital launch catch device is going to move up and down on. Because you got to remember, it's not just about catching the booster. They have to catch the booster, and then they have to lower the whole thing back down onto the pad. Remember that part? So this thing has to translate up and down, which is going to be insane. That's going to be ridiculous, man. Yeah, the gussets are insane. They're freaking large. I mean, once again, you can always tell how heavy something is. There's a couple of easy ways. What I usually talk about with how heavy something is if the trailer that it's on is bending or is not bending. If something is on a tractor trailer and it's heavy and the trailer is straight, so like a straight line, that means it's really freaking heavy. Because most trailers are made convex like this, so under load they bend a little bit. Now this thing, you don't even have a flatbed trailer. You have a low boy trailer right here. And the other way to tell how heavy something is the amount of wheels you have. The more wheels you have, the heavier this thing is, because that means each wheel is only rated to carry a certain load, right? So if you have more wheels, that means the thing is heavy. This thing is the 18-wheeler with a low boy trailer that has another wheel. See the other wheel up there at the front? And then there's 4 sets of wheels out back, which is heavy, very freaking heavy. That thing is a tank. I mean, you could shoot 50 cals at the side of this thing, it'll bounce off. That's how thick that steel is. The only thing that would go through this is like a tank shell. Like that, there's no way, not even this. It would bounce off. It's crazy. An A10 would, yeah, A10 shells would pop right through this. Yeah, A10 would cut it in half. But, see, there's the flange up at the top. Will it stay hollow or will it get filled with concrete? Not sure. I don't think so, Xeon. Maybe. I'm not 100% on that one. 16-inch guns will go right through that. Well, when the gun is bigger than the thing it's shooting at, usually that's the case. Can you believe that, Noah's? Unbelievable. Oh, new crane sections. Savage. Oh, there we go. There's some crane section. Jebby. Bird. Jebby. What's with all these damn Chebbies? There's too many Chebbies here. Ram. Last. Okay, what's up? Rumor is it's to be filled. Looked at the segments again. One of the segments is thinner, so it might be a jib piece, which would mean that the main boom would be a P114 configuration instead. No, the birds are stuck in the mud. Yeah, there's one. There's a nice bird right there. Yep, they're doing some reconfiguration on the 11350 here. How do they change the extensions on the crane? Well, cranes. Jeez. There's the end piece right there. Dude, look at the size of that damn crane compared to the truck next to it. That thing's a freaking monster. Vassini, you were making a balcony at my summer house, and we were deciding how to make columns that would support it. Steel tubes alone wouldn't support it. Neither would pure concrete. But steel tubes filled with concrete were like 10 times stronger, so I'm pretty sure they'll fill it up. Yeah, I mean, it seems pretty... It seems fine. Yeah, that seems right. I mean, I guess. Like, part of me is, like, thinking, like, why would you make the whole thing and then pour the concrete? Why wouldn't you pour the concrete in sections? But I suppose I see no reason why you wouldn't. Yeah, Supergraph, that would suck. That's right, EJB. Yeah, you're not wrong. Look at the elevator. Nice. Continuous pour. Yeah, I guess so. Oh. Oh. Hello. Hi, heat exchanger pipe. Whoa, 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 whoa. How are you gonna get the concrete up there? I mean, a pump truck is the answer to that, but yeah. Look at this thing. The only way to get the concrete up there would be the crane. That's not gonna happen. Yeah, like I said, they would... I mean, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, fellas. Fill it from the bottom. Nah, I don't think so. You'd need one hell of a pump truck. There's an excavator. SN11 debris still out there. I'm pretty sure they make the concrete on site for skyscrapers. How is this any different? So how is it any different? Concrete for a skyscraper is cast in segments. That's how it's different. And it's not done in a continuous pour. Yeah, that's... Yeah, because most buildings nowadays have a center concrete structure with steel all around it, right? The center concrete structure is like a spine for the building, right? That's where the elevators are, all the electronics, HVAC, etc., etc. That's cast in segments, guys. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. But then again, this isn't a skyscraper, it's a launch tower, so... Yes? I don't know. You still pump the concrete all the way up the skyscraper. Alright. I think the Burj Khalifa did a continuous pour. How? Right. Well, we'll wait and see. We'll figure it out. When they do it. How much SN11 debris is out there? Yes. There's still a good amount of it out there, and they have to pick up a good amount of it. Yep. They had pumping stations every 50 to 100 stories and a special mixture that would not settle in the heat. Yeah, okay, question. What are those pumping stations sitting on? Yeah, you know, I get it. One continuous pour. What are those pumping stations sitting on? Just on the sections they built. So it's not one continuous pour. Steel. Steel trusses. One continuous slow pour. Hey, starship parts. Yep, dig it out. Dig her out. There it is. Yep. Oh, oh. You can get additives that make the concrete cure much slower. Oh. Yeah. Not a single block like in Minecraft. Yes, yes, yes. More starship parts. This looks goofy and sped up. I don't know what that is. It's impossible to tell. But good on them for cleaning it up, dudes. This is from a damn documentary. One of the main points about how pouring new concrete on top of old concrete, it doesn't attach well. If you want strength, you do it all at once or need to make specific junctions with a lot of surface area to hold them together. I mean, you guys all say that in the same sentence, but the Hoover Dam was cast in segments, and most skyscrapers are also done that way. But, I get the curing thing, that makes sense. Well, segments, but I'm pretty sure they put steel bars or something in between. Well, yeah, that's reinforced concrete, Noctis. Hoover Dam would likely not be built in the same way today. Yeah. You guys really don't want to let this one go, do you? Oh, by all means, keep talking. Sure. First it was, you know, they do it all in one continuous pour. And then it was, no, they do it in separate pours. And then, no, they do it in one continuous pour, but they don't do a story at a time. And then it was, let's put pumping stations every 50 to 100 stories. So, I mean, oh, and then now it's no, they don't make stuff that way anymore. Like, all right. I mean, you guys seem pretty adamant about this, so by all means. I said like 10 minutes ago that I don't know. They could do either one, I suppose. I have no idea. I said that like 10 minutes ago. What were you guys doing? They'll fill it with molten starship parts. No, they don't do it that way anymore. That's crazy, Hotbox. Cool. I mean, I don't see why they couldn't pump it all the way to the top. Like, it's possible. But, I mean, like I said, it would be easier to, I guess, do it in segments. But then everybody said continuous pour. And then everybody said you do continuous pours in segments after that. So like I said, we're talking in circles. That's why I said I don't know. They might do it, they might not. Couldn't tell you. That's out of my purview, dudes. Well, that's one of those. It's like that weird object that we can't figure out what the heck it does. I don't know what that does. we'll figure it out, you know. They still want to put rebar in it. There is rebar lattice inside of this, Goalie. It's actually not rebar lattice. It's just tubes here. You can see it on the 8th tower segment back in this footage over here. See? It's not rebar, but it is a tube structure. And the way these posts are set up looks like it's going to cure in concrete. So, yeah, I mean, it looks like it's an anchor point. Like, why would you leave that much of a stud off of the end of this, right? You wouldn't do that unless you want to concrete something in there. So, I mean, maybe. I don't see why they wouldn't. But, once again, what I'm telling you guys is, frick if I know. I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. I don't know. I guess they would. I mean, that thing is going to be one heavy, heavy mother trucker. I have iWatch, yeah. Who did that? Space Eccentric did that, if I'm remembering right. It's rumored to be filled segment by segment using holes that are in the sidewall. Start from segment 2 to fill in segment 1. I believe that. If that's the case, Thomas, then what Chad is saying and what I was suggesting is probably, yeah, that's probably how it's gonna happen, dude. But I don't know, man. I seriously, I don't know that one. I mean, you wouldn't put just the thing at the top and let that concrete fall all the way down. There's no way it'll cure correctly, or there's no way it'll set correctly. Yeah, I know, Hellfish. Pretty crazy, right? Nice, Goldfish. That's neat. So it looks like they're putting COPVs on super heavy here. There's 2 big COPV bottles. I'm not sure what they're going to be used for, but oh, yeah, I got you, Sign Nerd. I know. My question to you is, what the heck do you think I was talking about? Pour one section, let it cure, and then go pour the next one? Like, what did you think I was saying? Alright, anyway, so, looks like this is ducting installed at the propellant production site. Yeah, see, this might as well be stationaries to me, dude. I'm not 100% on that stuff. Let's go over here. There are slots right there, Thomas. See them? But why would there be a slot there and not up there? Oh, there is. The bar is covering it. Yeah, I'd say that's probably, like, if they were going to do it, that's probably how they'd do it. I'm just wondering, like, now I want to know how they're going to get concrete all the way up there, because they're eventually going to have to cast the top segments. How are you going to do that? You don't want cement. Need some flex when catching the booster. With cement, it'll be too rigid. And induce cracking in the cement. Yeah, Williams, I'm really at a loss. I'm not 100% on this. I don't know. The orbital launch pad does have this ring installed right here. But we don't know. I mean, I would assume that the launch table is going on top of this. But once again, it's really not enough detail to say conclusively one way or the other. Man, look at this. Look at the scale, dude. Anytime we see people standing next to this stuff, you're just like, wow, that's not small. That's quite large. But yeah, there are definitely access holes right there. See them? So you guys probably, I mean, you guys probably right. I don't know. But why would that access hole be bigger than the other one? You know what I mean? Like, Huh. Well, it looks like they're installing the glass up there. Nice syntax, Driz. Look at that telescoping crane move around. Oh my goodness. When you watch this when it's sped up, you're like, you know? You're a bolt down, Thomas. Got him. Think of the tower like a milling machine. The concrete provides weight, stability, and vibration dampening. Concrete does not like vibrations. It doesn't like anything but compression load, Hellfish. It hates tension. It hates torsion. It hates everything but compression. Lateral loads, no good for concrete. Up and down, and that's it. Heck, not even up, just down. Hey, but anytime, welcome back. Yeah, shear, which is lateral load, yeah, it hates everything, dude. It hates all of that. So, whomever said, you know... Yeah! Sorry. Whomever said, the music was a little loud. You know, you'd want some play in the structure. I actually kind of agree with that. But also at the same time, you'd need that thing to be diesel. It would need to not move, you know? These holes could be vent holes for air to escape when they're filling the tube with concrete. Yeah, that's possible, Novus. It is encased in steel. Yeah. Once again, guys, like, I'll be honest with you, I don't know. I'm not saying that it's not, but I'm not saying that it is either. I have no idea. I don't know. Your guess is honestly as good as mine at this point. I don't know. There's just some stuff that I'm not like 100% on. Here, there are a couple of other videos here. We'll pull this one up here. This was the video before this one. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to kind of, you know, I always like to guess to kind of see, but this one I'm kind of like, I don't know. I guess if I had to weigh in on it, like, okay, all right, hang on. Let's think about this for a second. Let's turn the gears for a moment. All right, so that tower, the tower's going to catch a booster, and that tower is also going to have to lift super heavy up, put it on the launch table, and then lift Starship up and put Starship on the launch table, right? It's got to do that. It's got to do both of those things. So it needs to be as strong as a crane. And cranes generally do have play, but also at the same time, that thing needs to catch the booster as well, right? If you were going to catch the booster, right, I wouldn't put my damping on the tower itself. That catch device, whatever, because I showed that before, right? That catch device, whatever it may be, is going to need to translate up and down on the major axis of the launch tower, the long axis, right? It needs to move up and down because it needs to catch super heavy and then drop it back down onto the pad. So you know that thing moves up and down. If it was me, that's where I'd put my damping force, right? That's where it makes the most sense. Because that's already something that moves, right? The reciprocating ding alarm, right? That's already something that moves. So that's where I put my damping force. So that actually speaks to filling the launch tower up with concrete, right? That's what you want. You would want to fill it up. What famous building structure does this launch tower compare to in terms of height? It's as tall as the VAB, drummer. Yeah, about as tall as the VAB. About 500 feet tall. You could even fill it with sand. So that, having your damping forces, or having your damping load get absorbed by the carrier mechanism that catches the booster, right? That eliminates shear load on the tower to an extent, right? Because most of the force of the booster dropping down onto the catch device gets absorbed by the trolley, I guess we should call it, right? So now, because of the pulley system that we think is being installed, now it's just compression load again. And then picking the booster up is obviously going to be compression load again, right? If they're using that Appleton crane, you're going to get some shearing forces there. Because if you have a crane that's really, really tall and you pick up something from over here, the crane's going to want to bend, right? And if it does, that's introducing shear load on the structure. So shear load is sideways. So that means shear is this way. It's a load that's pushing sideways on something, right? I suppose if the tower is heavy enough, yeah, I mean, you're not going to, the shear load will be, I mean, especially since it's encased in steel, right? If it's sleeved, if the concrete is sleeved in steel, yeah, that should basically fix that problem. So yeah, I mean, doing a little bit of thinking about it, you don't need to worry about You don't need to worry about the shear load introduced from a booster landing on the thing because the carrier mechanism is probably going to absorb it. Yeah. So yeah, I'd say that it probably will get filled with concrete. That I would say yes, more yes than no, right? That's like a 40-story building. That's right, Ma. Mm-hmm. Do you think that we'll use a pneumatic damper for that with hydraulic lift? We could use pulleys to do that. Shady. The arresting cable on an aircraft carrier comes to mind. Well, that's a steam catapult. You could use that. You'd need a huge accumulator to make that work. Dude, I'm telling you that the starships... Here, let's just load up the video. We'll see what his 2 cents is. I'm pretty curious to how it could all work. Drummer, now that I'm really thinking about it, I think they will fill it up with concrete. It makes sense. Yeah, that thing over there is what we're talking about, Ma. It's gigantic. It's freaking massive. I mean, that booster, the booster from about here to the top is 70 meters. 70 meters in feet, so 7 times 3. That's about 200... It's 2.2. That's the unit conversion from meter... Or no, 3.3 unit conversion from feet to meters. That thing is 230 feet tall. I mean, look at the people. Look at the people on the little man lift right there. It's freaking ridiculous. And the launch tower, guys, the tower on the right, that's not even its full height right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's going to be up here somewhere. And keep in mind, another thing to take into account is that this is in the foreground relative to this camera. This is in the foreground. So this thing, if it was next to it, the Super Heavy would probably be like right here. These structures are massive. They are massive. Yeah, there's the emails, right? The EMALS Genesis, which is pretty cool. Shear load can be compared to wind on a skyscraper, no? And skyscrapers use steel and concrete to dampen movements. That's true, Leroy. So yeah, I'm coming down in favor of what Jat was saying, that this thing is probably going to be filled with concrete. That makes sense. I would wager that it probably is. Now the question is how do you get that concrete up there? I'm sure there's ways, because skyscrapers were built with concrete structures, like you guys were saying, that are a lot higher than that thing, so... Man, that thing is freaking huge. You know what's nuts? The Liebherr 11,000 that's right here, that's a big friggin' crane. The 11350, the power boom, makes this crane look small, which is nuts to me. Yeah, Jared, of course. They've undoubtedly, yeah, FEA is real, man. The steel will take most of the load, but concrete will help with compression. Yeah, now that, I mean, I put 5 minutes of critical thinking in, and it makes more sense that it makes more sense that you'd sleeve those. It's a concrete beam with a steel sleeve. That would make the most sense. I need to see the Eiffel Tower next to it. Well, how tall is the Eiffel Tower? The Eiffel Tower is 300 meters, so 984 feet. So it's 2/3 the size of the Eiffel Tower. Yeah, it's not as tall as the Eiffel Tower. No. 200 meters. 200 meters is probably going to be where the lightning rod ends up. So that's the top of the Starship launch complex. But still, the fact that we're comparing a launch complex to the Eiffel Tower is pretty damn cool, because the Eiffel Tower is not small. It's not small, that's for sure. 300, are you sure? I mean, that's right off Wikipedia, so take it for what it's worth. Yeah, Speedy, I got you. Mm-hmm. I mean, the Eiffel Tower is not small by any means. It's a pretty good feat of engineering for the time period, if I do say so myself. Yep. Here comes the Grove. Here comes the Grove crane. Grove. Bird. Dodge. Hey. Oh, for Christ's sake, man. Get a leveling kit. Also, who brodozes a Tacoma? What are you doing? What are you doing? Get a leveling kit. What are you doing, man? Stop it! Stop doing that. Actually, seriously, though, that thing has some beefed up friggin' suspension. Actually, that truck's kind of cool. I kind of like it. At least it's not squatted. True story. I mean, that's a Tacoma. It's a mid-sized truck, and the wheel it's running the wheels. Those 30 mud tires are the kind of wheels you'd see on the Dodge. You know what? You know what? I hate that it's not leveled. It needs, okay, it's a little truck thing on a side note. You see how it's got a rake? It's got a West Coast rake on it. The front is up in the air and the back's like this. Gotta get a leveling kit, my dude. Look it. See how it's driving like this? That's no good. That with a leveling kit, I'm in. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe it's got load. Well, there is something in it. But it looks like a cooler. Don't spit in the cooler. Spit in the cooler. Also, Pontiac. G6. Yeah, nice car. What if it's carrying something in the trunk? In the trunk, Louiso. Pickup bed, all right? It's not a trunk. It's not a boot. It's a pickup bed, all right? Okay? What's wrong with you? Could it be the angle of the road? Well, considering the other trucks weren't raked, no, I don't think so. Do you think the rapid prototyping and testing used for rockets will also be used for the catching device? Instead of taking a lot of time designing it for the first time right. I actually think ProScale that SpaceX is going to adopt something similar to waterfall tech with the catching device. Just because if you miss, you lose your orbital launch pad. And I'm pretty sure they don't want to do that. So, yeah, I've constantly said that Super Heavies, there's Booster 4 that will fly SN20, right? But Booster 4 is basically expendable. It's basically expendable. They're going to expend it. It's going to land out in the water, and I'm pretty damn sure you ain't going to get that back. You might by some weird grace. That would be actually kind of cool if it survives like CRS-16 did. Remember that Falcon 9 that landed, and the leg deploying dampened out the moment of inertia on landing, and it actually landed correctly? It damaged the interstage, but it still landed. I think that one's going to get expended, but future Super Heavies are going to end up looking like Grasshopper. They're going to test pinpoint landing with this before they even try to put that thing onto the pad. So, long story short, in the future, maybe by the end of the year, we'll see a Super Heavy take off, SN5 style, move over, and hover over a spot on the launch pad, and then come down and land. I'm pretty sure that's what you're most likely going to see. Just because rapid prototyping in a scenario where you could lose the launch vehicle and the launch pad, that's too far on the yeet side of things. You know what I mean? I think we're actually going to see very, very, very careful and cautious testing when it comes to that catching device. Yeah, you gotta. So, Chad already said this when we were looking at the catch mechanisms. If you watch Falcon 9 landings, Falcon 9 landings often are, I mean, it's good enough to land on a drone ship that's the size of a football field, right? An American football field, a hand egg field, right? That's good enough. It's not, it's a little bit smaller than that, but it's good enough to get within a couple of meters, all right? Say like on a bad day, maybe 5 meters off center point. 5 meters off center point means you lose the pad with Super Heavy. That's too far. That's too far out. That's not precise enough. That little margin of error is what SpaceX is trying to fix. Now, dude, heck if I know how they're going to fix it. I have no idea. I don't know. Bigger grid fins, maybe? Pads are too time-consuming to be building and blowing up repeatedly. Correct. This is why the Russians put their pad into the ground. The Russians sink their pads into the grounds. Not something that we really have the benefit of doing in Texas or in Florida. All right, hey, Chad, hey, calm down, fellas, calm down. Calm down, my dudes. When do you think they'll start building pad 2? I don't know, Boxy. Whenever they need to. Whenever they need another pad. Who knows? Maybe in the future we might see a pad that's just designed to test the landing device and another one that's designed to launch starships. And Super Heavy might just have a fixed landing leg system and they might land it on the pad. Not on the pad, like on the landing pad with just a fixed landing leg system. But I don't know. SpaceX's design is constantly in flux, and this is what makes analyzation of it so ridiculously hard. It's constantly in flux. It changes. What I would have told you about Starship 3 months ago is nowhere near what I would have told you now. It changes all the freaking time. This is why I do daily updates, so I can keep my finger on the pulse, because I get asked about this pretty much on a daily basis anyway. You know? One of the Booster 4 recovery rumors is that they won't land in the water, but do a hover slam way up in the air and then cut the engines and then crash into the ocean. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Maybe, Noctis. Maybe. Who knows? God dang it, Bobby. I'll tell you what, that dang old boy ain't right, man. I'll kick that dang old butt, man. Get. Well, how you doing? My name is Hank Hill, and I'm here to talk to you today about toilets. Well, I tell you, when you use the toilet, you're going to want to respect the toilet and only put stuff into the toilet that you have made yourself. Don't go flushing anything that you have that doesn't come out of your body into that toilet. This has been a message from Hank Hill, and I assure you that no toilets were harmed in the making of this episode. I tell you, why do drugs if you could just mow the lawn? How thick is the steel for the booster? 4 mil, Lord Powder. What about toilet paper? I didn't make that. It's a... okay. Sometimes you guys make my face hurt. Te queremos. ¿Qué? Wait. What you want, Skull? Huh? What you all want? I'm confused. Oh, we love you. Oh, gracias. No, that's not queremos. That's queremos. We see buttons. We must push buttons. Yeah, look at that. There's that. See the hook? Huh. Oh, dang it, Bobby. I wonder if the catch mechanism will look like that. It's important to note that Booster 3's lifting mechanism looks nothing like anything else we've ever seen for lifting mechanisms, guys. This straight I-beam with these two pivoting hooks right there Yeah, nothing else that we've ever seen to lift up a starship or a ring segment or anything looks anything like this. There might be a clue there. Oh, we got a raging clue. There might be a clue there to the catching mechanism, because oftentimes, you know, well, I'll be honest with you. Falcon 9 is the really only reference that I have for this. Stuff that is used for recovery is tied into integration and structural points. Operative word. Or not operative word. Case in point. Operative word. Case in point, Falcon 9's landing legs are tied into the hold down points because SpaceX wants one point of attachment for Falcon 9. Where the legs attach is right where Falcon 9 attaches to the launch pad. That way, no matter if the booster's landing or sitting on the pad, you're always, if something else is manipulating that first stage, like it's sitting on a launch pad or it's being picked up or it's landing, right? The load is always exerted on the vehicle in the same spot. All right? And once again, Falcon 9 is my really only example. I guess another example would be that the 747 that carried the shuttle around has the same exact attachment points that the external tank does. Because you know good and well that if the shuttle can ride on that external tank all the way up into space, that riding with the same attachment mechanism on the back of a 747 is most likely going to work, right? Because it's the same integration points. They're designed for way past what you'd experience when flying around on a 747, right? So, once again, with this, I wouldn't... It's very clear that this hook mechanism and that dowel that's right there, that this thing is designed to hook into, is something that was... I don't know if it's there. I doubt it's there just for integration, right? I doubt that. I bet you what we're looking at here is the receiving end of the catching mechanism. But once again, just a thought. Who knows? They'll probably not use a single I-beam with hooks in it. Noctis, I mean, the catching mechanism is, yeah, probably... It's probably not going to look like that. How do you attach this thing onto a booster that's landed? What I'm saying is that the dowel pin, not so much the hook, I should have clarified. The dowel pin right here, this thing, not this thing. This thing could be a clue as to what you might see with a catch mechanism. Because why would they do that? Why? No, starships don't have this type of attachment mechanism. Nothing else does. Only this. It's just super heavy boosters that have that. When they do tank testing, do they use real propellants or just water? What would you use, Lulz? Seriously, what would you use? You need something that acts like cold propellants, but something that's a good analog, but you obviously don't want to fill it up with propellants or else you made a huge thermobaric bomb, right? You don't want to do that. So what would be a good thing to test with? I wouldn't want to test with water because now you're introducing hydrogen into the system. Wouldn't want to do that. That, under pressure, that could cause problems. What would you do? I wouldn't use water. No, water also freezes. It freezes and it solidifies, right? At a very, very high temperature compared to liquid methane and liquid oxygen. So if you tried to simulate the temperatures of the cryogenic propellants and you used water, you'd make ice, and ice would expand inside of the tank. Bad testing criteria. You wouldn't want to do that. They use liquid nitrogen. Liquid nitrogen, because it's similar enough to liquid methane or liquid oxygen. It's similar enough. It's cryogenic, meaning it needs to be really cold, so you're going to get the temperatures that you want, but nitrogen is also inert, so if it blows up, it just pops like a balloon, and that's about it. The inert part is the big thing. Inert, big thing. You don't want to fill up a booster with propellants unless you intend to launch it. 2 more months and you go full Lemmy. I was editor for my high school newspaper. They use nitrogen to freeze off a growth on my cheek. Yeah, Tech, they do that. Yeah, liquid nitrogen. Just flash freeze it. Kills it instantly. Cut it right off. Yeah, I've had that, dude, to remove stuff on my back before. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts if they don't hit you with some Novocaine first. Yeah, that really, really, really is a very, very interesting feeling. What about CO2? I suppose you could use liquid CO2. I would use nitrogen, though. Inert. Wait, they do that on humans? Yep, yep.
Discovery.
Yeah, if anybody here takes routine... So, I know about this because I go to the dermatologist every 6 months. The reason why I do that is because one of my great aunts died of melanoma. So that means melanoma is hereditary in my family, which is not good. Or at least, well, that doesn't necessarily mean that if you're a medical person, you know. But no, they're hereditary melanoma is something. Melanoma is skin cancer. So I go to the dermatologist a lot. Yeah, have to. I don't need that. I don't want that. Yep. Palomar's 15-month resub. There's the electrical house right there. Hey, Snake, what's going on? Yeah, Chief, it happens. So, yeah, no. Yeah, I've had that. Sometimes they use the cookie cutter to get rid of stuff. Sometimes they use liquid nitrogen. Yeah, it hurts. They use it to remove cysts and stuff, yeah. Football's coming home, lads. Nice, Judo. Wait, hold on. Bro. Alright. Hey, not bad, man. Not bad at all. Congratulations. It's not coming home to us, but then again, we don't really care about soccer, so. Hey, congratulations. Not bad. How'd the pad work go? Good, Loopy. The air brakes actually worked on the first try. Took the SSDO, put it on there, vertical, back down, disconnected it, rolled it down the pad, put it back on there, lined it up, vertical, back down, took it off again. Two in a row, works just fine. Wait, so are you... How does this work, fellas, with Euro? This is a semifinal, though. Don't you have another match? Am I looking at this wrong? Wait, I'm confused. So you knocked Denmark. England knocked Denmark out. So, oh, now you got to play Italy. You won't beat the Italians. You won't beat the Italians. Hey, look at this mustache. You will not do it. There's one more. Cool. It's always about, yeah, Loopy, for sure. Yeah, the air brakes worked excellent. They worked on the first try. So I have two sets of air brakes. One of them fold up to align it, and then the next push up to move it into position works. I tried 2 times in a row. Worked great. England's going to win. Italy beat Spain. They're not going to lose to the English. Hey. I don't know, man. That's going to be one heck of a game, dude. I don't know. You think you can beat Italy? England bros? You think you can beat them? That's going to be tough, man. Curious super heavy question. If the booster survives the trip orbital, what do you think they're going to do? I don't think they'll recover it, T-Man. I think they're going to expend it. Molto bene. Those Italians, they are very sneaky, and they're also very smart. They're very good at the play sports. They play sports very good. The ref gifted, savage. When it's time to say goodbye to Jeff Bezos and his brother? I mean, I don't know why you had to say it like that. You could have just said what time, when are they launching? I think it's the 15th. It's soccer, not a real sport. Now let's talk about England's rugby team. Yeah. Sure. 20th, there you go.
Going throttle up.
Hey, Defiant, what's going on? 22-month resub. Yeah, I've seen the, Da Vinci, I've seen that. The hypersonic wind tunnel. Very cool. Gorlami. It's a nice tube. Not aluminum tubes, Barrel. Steel tubes. I have to tell you what the frick you can do with a steel tube? Steel tube! Hey, Skunk, what's going on? Guy bought some steel tubes! I have to tell you what the frick you can do with a steel tube? Steel tube! Elon bought some yellow cake for his birthday. Are you sure it was yellow cake? Yes, I'm sure! He had it for his birthday. Don't drop that stuff. Don't drop it. Pray to God you don't drop that stuff. Look at that fern. Not this thing. That thing. Oh, that truck's a beast, man. Just watching the Euros. Think you can beat Italy, Villa? Drunk and cool. Nice to see you too. Nice. Hey, AJ, have you seen the new airplane treadmill level hotness for Veritasium unleashed on the internet? Can you build that in Kerbal? Airplane treadmill? Wait. Oh, thanks, Pythos. Yeah. Wait, what, Luffy? Veritasium unleashed on the internet. Veritasium. Airplane treadmill. Airplane on a treadmill was the most contentious myth that the Mythbusters ever busted. Airplane on a treadmill. Wait, why would that be on the Mythbusters? Hold on, just give a second for your boy to. Why would you? So, plane on treadmill, you make treadmill go fast, and then what? Unless I was supporting Denmark. Yeah, I was supporting Italy. Yes. Seen this thread in replies from Elon. If if it's new, oh yeah, I have not seen that signer. I'll check it out. So what, Loopy? What's the idea here? Are we? So what? You make the plane? Hang on. Let me see. What is this? So this is from Veritasium. Okay.
Intuitive that it seems to violate. This propeller craft was built to settle a physics debate because what its creators claim it can do is so counterintuitive that it seems to violate the law of conservation of energy. So I've come here to drive it myself and see if it really works.
And is it safe? It feels makeshift. I'm not gonna lie. I need some wind. Give me a gust. It's a little unbalanced, isn't it?
It's about a device that can go straight with the wind and be faster than the wind. And yes, it works, and it's correctly going faster than the wind. So, a sailboat. Different gear ratio. Sailboats don't have gear ratios. A sailboat cannot go faster than the wind. I'll look at it after the stream, Market Gardner. Why is this a big deal? It's a sailboat. So the wheels are. Wait. Is that a Supra?
Slow down, Derek. We'll tack you, we'll tack you.
This video was sponsored by Keep.
Okay. In a conventional understanding, anything propelled by the wind cannot go faster than the wind, but this does, because it uses a gear reduction. The wheels drive a propeller, so as the wind... It went off the screen. So as the wind pushes it forward, it spins the propeller, which adds thrust. Yeah, okay. So the wind pushes the vehicle, and the propellers have a reduction gear going from the wheels to the propeller. And I see what you're doing. Yeah, of course you can do that. Is this something that was supposed to be controversial? I'm confused. Yeah, of course you could do that. Gear ratios are cheating, man. They're not cheating, but it's like airplane treadmill, and it tricks people that don't understand frames of reference. Well, guys, it's only going to work to a certain speed. It's only going to work to a certain airspeed because that propeller has a fixed pitch. So it'll only really work. Okay, I don't even need to watch the video, all right? Hear me out. This thing will only really work because to a certain thing, because you only have so much blade torque and you have a fixed pitch on your prop. So what does that mean? I'll bet you dollars to donuts that I'll bet you dollars to donuts that this vehicle doesn't go much faster than the wind, but it does go faster. Not by much, though. You're not going to go much faster. It would be directly correlated to the gear ratio, but it's not much faster, but it will go faster. 3 times faster. Now, drummer, do they have a 3 times reduction? What's the reduction on the gear? They achieved it. 2.8 times the wind speed. Guys, we're not talking... When I say... Okay, alright, I should have probably specified. When I say not much faster, I mean... I'm talking about, like, not enough to take off. Not enough to get... To be like like airplane. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry, I should have clarified. That's my fault. Yeah, okay, so if the wind's blowing at 5 miles an hour, you're going to go 3 times faster. So you can go 15 miles an hour. Alright? So that means... For this to be useful in any way, shape, or form, for an airplane, you'd need hurricane force winds to get the thing to take off, right? Like that's the end game. That's where my mind's going at. Is this thing useful for like an airplane or whatever? Have you ever seen sports sailboats that go like 50 miles an hour? Pretty sure that's faster than the wind. Yeah. A physics professor bet you $10,000 that you're wrong. I mean, is this supposed to be something that's revolutionary? Like, some physics professor said it was wrong? Why would that be wrong? I mean, does this physics professor not understand how a gear ratio works? Oh, hey, nice hat. Yeah, you like that? It's not trivial. Like, I don't get me wrong. Like, it's cool. Like, but I mean, if you asked me, hey, if you had, like, if you just showed me, like, you guys explained it like it was some big thing. Like, if you guys had just told me, I would have told you that the gear ratio would have made it go a little bit faster. Not much. Like, it's not going to take off. It's not going to go like 100 miles an hour. I mean, 3 times the wind speed is actually pretty cool, but... There is no gearing. Wait, what? In the first big vehicle, there's no gear, just the propeller. Alarm is going off. It's not the alarm, it's an 800 number, so I'm not really interested in any way, shape, or form. There are no gears. There are no gears. There are no gears. There are no gears. You guys were literally less than like a minute ago saying there was a gear ratio there. So what's the deal? How much you get the original headset repaired by a shop? The original one? I'll just fix it myself if that's the case. It's 100% of gear ratio is explained in the follow-up video. The gears are irrelevant. The big one had gears and the treadmill model doesn't work. And the treadmill doesn't. The main issue I would expect is that the moment you match the wind speed, you should not accelerate anymore. Relative wind speed should be 0. By that logic, propellers shouldn't work. That's why you have variable pitch. If you set the pitch on the propeller correctly, Oski, then yeah, that's why. Oh yeah, Steven, yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, chat's all over the place, Toasted. I have no idea what the heck we're trying to talk about here. I'm so sorry, I was just wondering if it worked in KSP. Yeah, Loopy, I guess people are really adamant about this. I don't... Okay, here, let me just read down here. If you want more detail on the explanation, here it is. The car is powered only by the wind. There's no motor or batteries of any kind. The propeller does not spin like a windmill. The wind does not push it and make it turn. Instead, the wheels are geared to the propeller to turn it the opposite way, like a fan, so it pushes air backwards. To start the vehicle, the wind simply pushes on the whole vehicle and gets it moving. The wheels are turning, so they turn the propeller in the opposite direction to how the wind is pushing it. The propeller is pushing air back, so air pushes the propeller forwards, accelerating the car. Once you get up to wind speed, there's no apparent wind on the vehicle. If the prop were spun like a windmill, this would mean no more thrust, but since the prop is operating like a fan, he says operating like a fan, it still accelerates air backwards, generating thrust. You can go faster than the wind speed continuously, because even when going faster than the wind, the prop can still accelerate air backwards, generating thrust. In a stationary frame of reference, you would see that the wind behind the propeller is slower than the surrounding air, so it's clear that energy is coming from the wind. Yeah, now you see why they made a video about it. Yeah, Jorg, in a second. Traditional equations to find net force use the difference between wind speed and velocity, which, when applied in this scenario, produces an undefined discontinuity. So the professor is skeptical where the energy is actually coming from, since the wind is the only source of energy. I mean, yeah. I would be really interested to see the angle of deflection on those propellers and what's your gearing. He says it's geared. They just say it's geared. What's your gear ratio between RPM on the wheels and the RPM on the propeller? Yeah, Loopy, airspeed and ground speed, of course. Both videos. It works at 1-to-1 from the scale model, but I forget what their specific ratio on the big full-scale vehicle is. Gearing is the size difference between the wheel and the prop diameter, not actual gearing. I know, Jorg. Well, if the wheel is smaller and the propeller, if two revolutions on the wheel is one revolution on the propeller, that's a geared ratio. Even if the wheel is directly connected to the propeller via like a belt, then it's just pulleys. But yeah, it's interesting. I mean, yeah, I suppose the propeller is moving air, like it. So does this thing? Yeah, space, please. Let me see something. I just want to see this real quick.
I really do. But it means that you will have nearly a guaranteed success, but you just got to manage your limit. Like, how much faster than the wind do you think you need to go?
Yeah.
You doing it?
Man, it feels like just the stakes keep getting higher. Like, they didn't want me to run it before because it was too windy. But like now it's windier, but they're comfortable with me piloting it. So.
Nice TJ.
I don't know what to say. This is frightening, but also I came here for this. I want to do it. Put me in, coach.
Go past the wind speed.
Come on. Come on, come on. Let's get up, get up. Speed up with me.
So is the wind blowing? Which way is the wind blowing? I'm confused. He's going downwind. He's going directly downwind. It's a tailwind tech, yeah? So the wind's blowing this way. Yeah, I saw. I noticed the thing at the last second. Hold on.
This time.
Attempt number 4.
Getting in that vehicle, and I'm headed that way.
It's getting faster and faster. I'm just willing it to.
So the wind is blowing that way? Yeah, I get it, Iron. I get the 10,000 wager. The whole point is that he's going faster than the tailwind while only being powered by the tailwind. Yeah. And so, fellas... Yes. Like, okay, alright. I understand, and I get it. Is this supposed to be some big news or something? Yeah, if this wasn't the case, propellers wouldn't work. More importantly, if this wasn't the case, propellers that are pointing backwards on an airplane wouldn't work. I mean, they don't work very well, that's for sure, but... Yeah, like, once again, I'm not... Okay, so what? Propellers are designed to accelerate air, that's what they do. The thing is, the propeller's being driven by the wheels, nothing else. Yes, I understand. So? But planes have an engine. This doesn't. What? The law of energy preservation is clear. E1 equals E2. When they say, I think it has to do with inertia. Dynamic energy is transformed into kinetic energy, so inertia can be maintained, thus momentum. The wind is just counteracting friction and drag losses. What? It's just counterintuitive. You'd think you would be able to move faster than the wind that is pushing you. Well, once again, Hip, it's entirely dependent on the gearing. See, here's the thing, guys. It's 1 RPM, the wheels. I'm telling you, the secret sauce behind making this whole thing work is the gearing. These wheels are drive wheels now. All right? Just like look, just like with a transmission. An engine in a car, right? Engine in a car produces the same power output no matter what gear you're in. But with the transmission, you could produce more torque in certain gears or more power, right? First gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear. The gear ratio here, or whatever the RPM correlative of the wheels to the blade, that's the key. Why is that the key? Well, that allows the blade to have basically more torque than the wind. This is why you can have one jet turbine, right? This is why you can have one jet turbine on a helicopter, and that jet turbine... So, like, okay. A Huey, right? A Huey has one Lycoming T53 gas turbine, all right? And that now, a gas turbine is designed to create shaft horsepower, right? It's designed to spin an axle, right? If you took the gas turbine part out of that, and you just had a Lycoming T53 that's designed to make thrust, if you put that underneath a Huey, it's not going to go anywhere. It has nowhere near enough thrust to take off with just a jet engine facing downward. However, if you take that engine and you have that engine blow on a turbine blade, and that turbine blade goes through a reduction gear, and that spins the blades on the top of a helicopter, now it's a Huey. Right? This is the same thing here. It's all about the gearing. You can take things that produce power in a certain way and transmit power in a different way depending on gear ratios. Cars do this literally every day. Now, second part of that is, dudes, can you do this in KSP? Loopy, I don't think we can gear a propeller. To wheels in KSP unless we use Kraken Tech. And even then, there's no wind in KSP. So you'd have to have a jet engine pointed at this vehicle constantly behind it. In which case, that's not really how that works. There's no wind in KSP. You could fake it in KSP, but yeah, no, you couldn't do that. One of the companion videos gets into the brass tacks on the vehicle design. Side notes, if you're not watching her stuff, you totally should be, okay? Did you get a new green screen? I did. Yes. Yeah, so Loopy, to answer your question, could this work in KSP? No. No fluid dynamics. You'd need fluid dynamics for this to work correctly. KSP does not have fluid dynamics. It's the same reason why we can't have a ground effect. Why we don't have ground effect with airplanes. Any idea when did the ICFPS get delivered? It was 2017 if I'm remembering correctly. Go Navigator is heading to Tampa. Okay. Could it work in KSP 2? I don't know. Ask them. Cool, Loopy. Neat. That's correct, RB, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, ULA delivered the stage on time, Squishin. SLS was supposed to launch in 2017. You're a little bit late there. But, hey, it is what it is. Better late than never. That'd be cool to have ground effect. I agree. Yeah. But yeah, guys, the key with this is the gearing. That's, I'm telling you. That it's the gearing that allows you to spin the blade with the necessary torque to basically it allows you to basically it's working kind of like a collective on a helicopter. It's the same thing. Yeah, no, like once again, I didn't know this was such a hot button topic. Like it's kind of crazy. Now, gearing makes it work, but it's not what the controversy is about. There's no controversy here. It's just physics. The range is offline right now, Alex. They're doing maintenance on the range and tracking systems down at the Cape. That's why there's no launches. There won't be a launch for a little while, like another week, at best. Yeah, so. It's pretty cool. I mean, the other thing that you're going to need is extremely low rolling resistance here. So that's why this thing is essentially on bicycle tires. But if you notice, these tires are bigger. The front wheel is bigger than the drive, or smaller than the drive wheels. Well, there's a reason for that because they had to get the right ratio. But yeah, interesting. It's hot mud because it's a brain teaser that makes you have to think outside of the box. Loopy, I saw right through it. Is that bad? What does that say about me? Yeah, exactly, Prey. That's why I say it works like collective. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, yep, too many paragraphs. Nah, I'm not reading all that. I'm sorry, guys. Not reading all that. Let's go back to Starship. Too many paragraphs. Not reading it. I'm sorry, don't take it the wrong way. That just... Dude. Well, yeah, of course, Chief. It ain't gonna accelerate forever. It's fine. I didn't realize that people were so adamant about this. If they weren't, then I would if I'd known, I probably would. I'd probably been like, yeah, I saw that video. I mean, we made something similar to this when we made something similar to that when we made our own turbo shafts in KSP. You guys remember when we made our own helicopter blades out of wings and out of different parts? We needed to drive it through a gear ratio to get it to work correctly. But even then, some propeller designs, you'd think that the jet engine just pushing, jet engines pushing on a turbine, especially two jet engines that weren't enough if you put them straight down to have the vehicle take off, them pushing on a turbine wheel that's attached to blades, right? And if my turbine wheel is a smaller diameter than the blades, that's basically a gear reduction. Yeah, dude, I could show you this in KSP with the old helicopters that we messed with, Loopy. You're on the money, instantly recognizing that blade pitch affects how efficiently it can propel itself. Very impressive intuitive understanding. Yeah, Freya, is it bad? It didn't throw me for a second, and I'm almost pretty dang sure that this professor challenged these people, not because of pride, but because they wanted to see him go and actually prove it. It's still cool, though. The old helicopter rotors where we invented a unit. Yeah, Jebs. Pretty much, Loopy, and that's entirely dependent on blade pitch. Mm-hmm. But you don't want too much blade pitch. If you create too much blade pitch, then you actually slow the air down because you're not making lift, you're making drag. Oh yeah, dude, I know all about this stuff. This is easy peasy. I could build that thing, no problem. Yeah, it's cool. That's cool. That's cool, man. You know what? Like, dude, I'd like to go and do stuff like that. How cool would it be if, like, on the EJ YouTube channel, we were going and doing stuff like that? That'd be pretty neat. I would love to do it. We could live stream it, and then we could also make YouTube videos like that. We would live stream the results and then put it on YouTube. Like, that's cool, man. We should do stuff like that. Well, they made one that's designed to be 3D printed. Oh, cool. Or I am very smart. Like, seriously, I got really confused, dude, and my confusion stemmed from, like, am I missing something here? Like, when someone tells you, like, seriously, it'd be like if someone says, like, hey, man, yo, you want a brain teaser? Sure. Hey, did you know that 2 + 2 = 4? Right? Did you know that somebody bet somebody else $10,000 that 2 + 2 = 4? I'd be like, why? Why would someone do that? wait, what? Your explanation, okay, Prey, your explanation as it acting like a gear reduction, for force is also exactly right. That's how it transfers force in frames of reference. Chat is getting thrown for a loop because it seems like you're saying it needs a literal gear reduction. No. I'm talking about a reduction between the wheel and the blade. But yeah. No, I got you. And now I'm curious. Now I want to go read. I think that perpetual energy is an interesting subject to all engineers. Right on. You're making this up. No, you. Yeah, Loopy, I second guessed myself. I'm like, it's like when you get an answer on a test and you're like, dude, I know this. Destroyed. And then you look around and you finish the test and you look around at everybody else and they're still sitting there going, and you're like, oh crap, did I get something wrong? Oh no. I'm like, wait, what? What happened here? Nice hat, by the way. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, Blue, you finish it and you're like, oh, damn it, did I get something wrong? And then you're like, no, I gotta go look back. Am I right? I don't know. That's cool, Luffy, right on. Are they going to do a grasshopper version of Super Heavy? I think they will, Squishchin, yes. Yeah, I think they will. Mm-hmm. No, you just didn't realize the test was double-sided. What? Yeah, no, Hip, yeah, that's right. You can never be the first one to turn the test in. No, I'm with you on that one. And then change your answer and get it wrong. Yeah, Ordon, that's where I was at. That's why I played the dial-up noise. I'm like, am I missing something here? You forgot to flip it over and do the backside. Oh, yeah. Yarg, I thought you were talking about the test vehicle that they made. I'm like, what? Wait, what's double-sided about the little whirly-do cart that they made? I'm so confused. Like, what do you mean it's double-sided? Of course it's double-sided. It's a 3-dimensional vehicle. And Yarg, that did happen. Yeah, a couple of times. Yeah, no problem, Skunk. I got you. Yeah, hey, guys. Yeah. Yep, there are definitely tests where, like, I'm sitting there talking with people after the test, and they're like, man, that essay section was so hard. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, it was really tough. It was a real brain teaser. Stay in school, kids. Why do you think I say do your homework? Because it's very important. Please stay in school. For the love of God, don't be like me. Don't try and teach yourself it later. It's so much more difficult. Then you set the grading curve and the class hates you. Oh God, now I'm getting flashbacks. Stop it. Stop that. Stop that immediately. We had homework? What? Oh, crap. Yep. Nope. That was me. Badly. Yeah, right. Pretty much, Ralph. Yeah. All right. Hey, Canadian. Yeah, congratulations. Wait, there's a test? Yeah, right. Here's the table again. Anything useful from that? Nice Jeep, though. I like this welding Doge that's right here. Oh, I mean Dodge. Oh, Yark, savage. Yeah, Frey, there you go. Oof. Wow, shotgun. Man, you guys got really, it whipped you all into a frenzy there. Sorry about that. Electron, what's your last? What's up, man? Hey, did you see the new Vice Grip YouTube channel? Vice Grip Lodge. Yeah, I've watched all 3 videos. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, the second I figured out what it was, I binge watched all 3 videos. Luckily, it was on vacation. Could Starship carry the X-33 on one side like the shuttle? Not really engineered for it, T-Man. What do I tell you about making rockets do things that they weren't designed to do? It usually doesn't end well. Yeah, Electron, I'm with you on that one, right? I'm like, is he doing this? Okay. All right. So, look, the power boom crane is down. They're doing some work on the jib right here to extend it and make it so they can install the last sections here of the tower. Tower should have one more section. It should end up being around this tall, somewhere right here. But still, it's an absolute chonker of a freaking tower. More ducting is lifted into place. Okay, we saw that already. I like this Ferd right here. See this? 95 F-250 extended cab. Hell yeah. It's a nice Ferd right there. Tell you what.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
It's way too windy for walking that crawler. Main boom going from a P102 to a P114, and the jib is getting extended by 12 meters as well. Cool. Hired, 30-month reset. That was vacate. Good, man. Good. Good. Yeah. Very good. We're supposed to take notes? RB, why do you think I get up people's tail about, getting the work done? Just go and do it. Stop being a bitch about it. Just go and do it. Trust me. Don't end up like me. Don't be like me and then figure out that you like this stuff later down the road. Just go and do it now. Because self-teaching yourself, A, is not going to get you anywhere because you have dick all to put on a resume. And B, it is 1,000 times more difficult. The OP had to pull some seat out on that one. Yep. Boo this man! Yep, that's right. Sneaky, you get it. Playing video games for a living sure doesn't want to end up like you. You don't. Rather have a 59 Chevy. Yeah, that's fair. Old Chevys are better than new ones, just saying. Is that the bar and grill? Yep, that's right, Willie. Yeah, Tech, for sure, man. Hard to teach an old dog new tricks. And I ain't an old dog by any means, but I'm getting there. No gray hairs yet, but close. I'd rather be an artist with an engineering degree than a barista with an art degree. Yeah. GSE 3 and Ship 20 in the mid-bay. Yeah. Okay, so we're looking south here, Thomas. That's the mid-bay right there? Yeah, I gotcha. Do it, Everest. Ooh. Yeah, that definitely didn't go well. It looks like this is an inner tank bulkhead between or reinforcement barrel for super heavy. That didn't go well. Oh, that's all 7.2. Yeah, well, there you go. That's why it didn't go. Yeah, they don't want people peeping that. Falcon Heavy should be launching soon. USSF 44 hired. We've had sight on flight hardware, but that's about it. Nice toolbox. The Dingle Bop. What is the Dingle Bop? Has anybody figured this out? I don't know what the Dingle Bop is. And I'm calling this thing that because I literally have no clue what it is. It could be named the Farfignugan, for all I know. I call it the Dingle Bop. It's the Dingle Bop, yeah, of course. Right? It hooks to the Canuter valve on the bottom, the Canuter valve, and the Whomper shaft and the displacement tube. 240 over 90, Willie. It's a good video. Interesting, Reagan. Yeah, it's ours. Yep. Last. Rumored to be part of a structural test stand since these big parts are made in McGregor. Felix, I had about 7 years self-teaching programming as a hobby before university. I've only just finished 2 semesters of university, and we're all about the same level I've learned in those 7 years, so all I can say is take school seriously. Yeah, that's about the rate that I'm at, Felix, believe it or not. Yep. It's a Doppelkuppelungsgetriebe. Yeah, there you go, Prime. Actually, a 59 Corvair would be nice. I don't think they made the Corvair in 59, T-Man. I think the first year was 60. Shady, I don't know. I don't know. I'm at a loss with this thing. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. Guys, yes? I don't have an answer for that one. Seriously, no idea. All right, so there's one more thing by Elon here. Let's see what we got. Let's take a look here. Whoop, whoop. All right, so there's this thread here that's started by David Nagy here. Let's see. Added SLS Block 1B to the meme. Nice. And Elon replied saying, booster engines are not shrouded by the skirt extension as with the ship. Engines extend about 3 meters below the booster. Really? So this is ERCX or ERCX posted this. It's a render of what that kind of looks like. He just did a, yeah. I think that's just a wireframe pass. So the bottom of Super Heavy is going to look like this per Elon. Booster engines are not shrouded by skirt extension as with the Starship. Engines extend about 3 meters below the booster. It was a Saturn V tech. What's the height of a sea level Raptor? They're not 3 meters tall, that's for sure. Interesting. They are 3 meters tall? Okay. Let me hang on. I gotta see something. Hold on. This is the other video that we were looking at. It had a close-up of so they have a reinforcement bracket right there, right? And that's where the bulkhead most likely connects. And then there's a small single barrel skirt right here. So the Raptors would be mounted here, and the nozzles for them would be right around here. Why would they offset that? Why would they do that? Why would they have the guts hanging out on the bottom? Hey Taj, what's going on? Let's think. There's a reason why they're doing that. There's a reason why SpaceX is doing that. Why would they do it? Too much heat? Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the reason. It's just a prototype for now. Also heat. Save weight? Yeah. Space? Yeah. Gimbal range? Possibly. There's more heat if they're exposed. That's why I don't think it's heat. Yeah. Show off the sexiness? Sure. Yeah. Interesting. Easier serviceability. Hey, Moto. No reason to cover them. Super Heavy is going to have a lower peak and total heating than a Falcon 9 RTLS. They're betting on Raptor being able to weather the storm and simplify the production. Yeah, Prey, that's what I'm guessing. Man, it's all, if that's all going to be exposed, dude, jeez. Acoustics? Yeah.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
So, I'm trying to place this all together in my mind. Did they show the launch table in here? Yeah, there it is. So, we know that there's an arm in here, and that arm folds out. And I'm guessing that that's the attachment point. I mean, I thought it may attach to the dinglebot, but it definitely doesn't. At least I don't think it does. So that means that the skirt piece, right? The small skirt piece, the small aft skirt piece that Super Heavy does have, this piece right here, right? The one with the elbow pipes going up, that means that one is going to be right at where the arm extension is. So that means the skirt piece is going to be here, and then the Raptors will be hanging below these hold down arms. So like in this picture, the Raptor will be mounted basically right around here, and then the nozzle will be somewhere down here. Also, you don't want to have a deep skirt when re-entering. Plasma will collect inside the skirt unless it's sufficiently shallow, and the shock directs the plasma flow around it. Yeah, you'd want the nozzles to run first, because then the nozzles act like a nose cone. Yeah, I gotcha. Hope you had a good break, man. Yeah, absolutely. Sure. For sure, Fernando. Yeah, it was fine. Celebrate my America Day. Got my America hat. Maybe he meant that there isn't a skirt on Booster 3. Yeah, it's possible. I'm free. Check this. It's an Artemis Next Step presentation from today. Oh. Alright, yeah, we could check that out. Interesting. Interesting tidbits of information. What is this? Human Landing System Next Step 2, Appendix N. Broad Agency Announcement Release. Oh, Appendix N. The plot thickens, as they say. I agree, Novus. Yep. Best way to turn around the engine is to basically not have a cowl on it. You can get at it easier, right? Appendix N is the modification that NASA made to the HLS Broad Agency announcement. Appendix N, BAA objective. Engage with potential commercial partners, meaning partners that haven't been awarded a contract, prior to future HLS Lunar Exploration Transport Services contract solicitation for sustaining HLS concept studies, concept of operations, ground and flight development, and risk reduction activities. Yep, all right. Appendix M procurement timeline, RFI on May 3rd, 2021, industry comments May 6th, industry comments factored into Appendix N RFP content, request for proposals RFP released on July 1st, proposals due by August. I see what they're doing. I see what they're doing here. I see what's going on in here. That's not a coincidence. Yeah, that's not a coincidence. Phil, there's no way. There's no way. Yeah, see. Yeah, see, that, yeah. Yep, nope, not a coincidence. I see what NASA's trying to do here. Yep. So, this is an amendment that NASA is making to the Next Step 2 HLS program. They're modifying the goal of the Human Landing System program by introducing an amendment called the Lunar Exploration Transport Services Program. It's a contract solicitation for sustaining HLS concept studies. Big operative word right there. What does that mean? NASA wants 2 landers. Congress wants 2 landers. This is the way to do it. Remember that the HLS contract that was awarded to SpaceX a couple of months ago was just for a demonstration mission and then a crew landing mission. This here is going to outline what comes after that. And they amended the broad agency announcement with Appendix N. They amended it to include the nomenclature for sustaining lunar lander concepts, meaning they're, the long story short means they're trying to keep the other landing programs on sustainable for development, while they can basically bide their time, get more cash to award 2 landers. That's what's going on here. They're trying to get other proposals for sustaining multiple lander concepts, because if SpaceX is the sole source provider, there's no point in having other landers even try and compete, because you're not going to catch SpaceX. That's the whole reason why there was a protest over the HLS in the first place. NASA is amending this, and they're trying to basically put nomenclature in place to force 2 landers, which is good. I want 2 landers. That's a good idea. Yep. Hey, Tin Can. Came in during a big operative word. That's right. So, hi. Also, there were some rumors that Dynetics solved the mass issue. Of course they solved the mass issue, Bauxy. They're not stupid. Anybody that was peddling that, negative mass fraction, do you honestly think that they wouldn't have been able to figure that out? It's like the same thing with Ares 1. The only reason we even heard about it is because we even heard about Ares 1's problems is because the freaking program got canceled. It's the only reason we ever heard that Ares 1 would have vibration problems, and they would need to basically put a shock absorber in the interstage to get it to work correctly. We would have never have heard about that, and it never would have been a problem if Ares 1 had kept going. The only reason we heard about that negative mass fraction in the first place with HLS stuff is because, if you really want my honest personal reason, some dingbat leaked the HLS source selection statement when they shouldn't have, and that forced NASA's hand to award a contract. And yep, I'm pretty sure that's what happened. That's what happens when you leak information. You basically, some idiot leaked the source selection statement that forced NASA's hand to down select a lander because the source selection statement got leaked. And then everybody protested because they said there was a conflict of interest because they only chose one because of the source selection statement that was leaked. So everybody else protested. Dynetics and the national team. Yeah, it was a train wreck. Hey Chuck, what's going on, man? I had a good birthday. Yeah, see, and it was great, man. Thank you. What's that, Forge? What's this? I don't know what I'm looking at here. Apparently they finished up development of an advanced material which solved the mass issue. Would be pretty rad to see them perform the comeback of the decade and grab the second award. It wasn't ready. It wasn't ready to go, that's all. Nice, Thomas. Not much, just chillaxing. So I landed a plane in Kerbal, so I'm kind of a big deal. Oh. So you could say it's getting pretty serious. Getting pretty serious. Nice, Tim. Good job, dude. Yeah, I mean, and the reason why I said NASA knows what it's doing is because the proposals for this Appendix N RFP are due August 2nd. The Government Accountability Office report for HLS, basically the GAO report that was triggered when when the national team and Dynetics protested the sole source, that comes out on August 4th. See, that's not a coincidence. There's no freaking way that that's a coincidence. Hell no. Nice hat. Thanks, Visceral. Yeah, see? I had to support my boy Cleater. Love that freaking content, dude. I want to do stuff like that someday, man. It'd be awesome. I feel pretty cocky if I do say so myself. Oh, don't worry. You'll try to do something new and fail miserably at it a bunch of times, Tin Cannon. I'm not saying that because that's as a reflection of your personal capability. I attempt to do things all the time and it fails in my face in front of hundreds of people. Constantly. Welcome to engineering things, man. Welcome to engineering things, man. It's like playing a game of Tetris. You never win. You just get a little better. You never win. You just get a little better at it. They're trying to make whatever the GAO says irrelevant with this. I agree, Loopy. Pretty much. Yeah, Loopy, they're trying to... This right here shows that that tells me that NASA's serious about going to the moon back in 2024 if they're willing to force the GAO and Congress's hand like this. Yeah, that tells me that the 2024 goal right here, this action speaks volumes. That tells you that, now that Bill's in there, despite, an administration change, they're still gung-ho about it. Why do you think they would force the issue like this if they weren't? Dude, that's all I need to hear. I'm good. That's all I need to hear. We good. Yeah, Yark, there you go. What's that, Phil? Shot never gets old. Oh, awesome. Nice picture. So, lunar insertion. What? Dear Moon, we spend a week orbiting the moon. Cool.
Go and throttle up.
Yo, Debo with the capitalized letters. What's up? Thanks to Hokie for your sub gift. What's up, man? Can't lose if you pause the game indefinitely. Yeah, right. So, that's the argument that the safest place for an astronaut is on the ground. They don't die if they're just sitting on the ground, not flying into space. Right? Devo, what's up, man? So, alright, cool. Anything else here? There's the Virgin thread there is pretty cool. It's kind of a Q&A thing here, but we should finish up at 7 o'clock almost. So, this is the last thing we'll do today, and we'll go from there. Ooh, actually, hold on. Before we get into that, there's one more thing about C3 that I wanted to show everybody. Oh, Buck, you're a horrible person. All right, what's this? So Scott posted here C3 numbers into plain English. C3 is energy, basically. And Elon Musk replies, Elon Musk says, we could stretch Falcon Heavy, the Falcon Heavy upper stage and increase C3 a lot, but Falcon Heavy already covers all node payloads. Starship, especially with orbital refueling and dedicated deep space variants, no heat shield flaps or header tanks, will take this up orders of magnitude. I assume with the deep space variants, he's talking about lunar starships. Helki, tier 3, 76 months. Oh, hey, what's up, man? Another day, you know, on daddy duty, but loving it. That's cool, Devo. Awesome, man. Did you have a good 4th, dude? Hopefully everything was good. Have you looked at a variant of Starship that is essentially the Probe 2? Instead of paying to build 2 things, could a deep space starship incorporate scientific instruments, reduce cost even a little for more science missions? Yeah, that would be cool. Also, using the ship itself as a structure for a new giant telescope that's 10 times Hubble's resolution would be neat as well. Was talking to Saul Perlmutter, who's awesome, and he suggested wanting to do that. The applications are endless. That's pretty rad, man. Has SpaceX ever considered tethering 2 crewed starships to create artificial gravity en route to Mars? Yes. Oh, damn. Considered. I mean, it's thunderstorms. Yeah, great 4th. Played a round of golf with my bros and watched fireworks with the family in the evening. Oh, what'd you shoot, man? Did you play 9 or 18? Also, second thing, Devo, we gotta go golfing at some point. You can see how much I suck at it, but I do enjoy it. Yeah, you heard that? It's loud. God, I hope my power doesn't go out. I mean, everything's on a UPS, so should be okay. You hope you had a great 4th as well? Hell yeah, man. Yeah, that was good, man. Fireworks, hot dogs, hamburgers, and beer. Yeah, I'm good, man. I can't complain. We all good. I played math. You were, Devo, I call that, oh, I was just playing for fun. I don't really keep score. Yeah, the people that say that suck at golf. I know, because that's what I say. He shot a 101 through 18. Yeah, I'm about the same, bro. It's a tough game, dude. Real tough. Dude, one day I'll get out there, man, and we'll play 18, dude. I'd love to do that. That would be fun as hell. Something like... God's going bowling. Yeah, that was loud. that was pretty loud. It was pretty loud. Kim, what's that? It's pretty loud. Soyuz launch complex on Vostochny will be switched to a new fuel. They're going to change Vostochny's ground service equipment to use a new fuel by February 2022. As reported, the need to convert Soyuz 2 rockets at Vostochny from kerosene to naphthyl is associated with the depletion of an oil field in Krasnodar. At present, naphthyl is only used in the 3rd stage of the Soyuz 2-1B rocket, but it is planned to refuel all stages of Soyuz with it. Naphthyl. Yep. Naphthalene. Always down. Golf is my new focus, so let's do it. Yo, don't get pissed. That's the key, Devo. It's a battle with you're battling yourself. Don't get pissed off. If I get pissed off and do a putter throw, I will play like trash for the rest of the day. You gotta visualize the win. Visualize the win, man. Dude, it's so freaking difficult, man. I suck at golf so bad, dude. If it's a battle with myself, I lose routinely. Yeah, that's why people suck at golf. Naphthalene is a organic compound with the formula C10H8. It's the simplest polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbon. Interesting. I feel you and I understand. Yeah. Nice. Anyway, man, it's good to see you, bro. How's your stream going? Everything good? Well, in order to upgrade my stuff in my new house, I managed to snag a Herman Miller for cheap. Very nice. Is it your swing? It's consistency, T-Man. I'm tall, so, and Devo I'll bet you're the same way, right? I'm tall, so if I drive the ball straight, it can go about 300 yards. I have a lot of power behind my swing because it's simple lever, dude. You know, I'm taller, so the point of rotation with the club, so where the club face hits the ball and where I'm pivoting is a longer lever, so I can hit further. If I can get the ball to go straight, and believe me, that is a lot more difficult than you think it is in golf. If I can get the ball to go straight, I'd go 280, 300 yards with a driver. Just grip it and rip it. I usually do, and then I slice like crazy because I'm a baseball player. I played baseball before I played golf, and with baseball, you're supposed to pull. You're supposed to pull to hit the ball straight, and if you pull with a golf club, you'll slice. It'll be explained in Tim's Russian Engines video when that comes out. This was the tidbit I saw them talking about. The naphthol thing. Cool. Nice. It's less energy density, but the fuel is cheap. Got it. All right, Everest. Good night. Did you see that Nauka entered the point of no return? They fueled it up. Yep, it was just a component that needed to be replaced, Phil. No cause for alarm, just like I said. Stream's getting better and better, growing in the Stream Raiders community, and got my first full skin coming this Friday. So excited to see where it goes. Dude, keep it up, dude. Keep it up. Devo, the name of this game is consistency. Be there. Becomes part of somebody's routine. That's what I've always said. That works for me, dude. And when you get as many numbers as I do, man, we'll go golfing and we'll stream it. So your community can make fun of me for sucking, and yeah, you probably end up beating me. Tall in golf has its plus and minuses. Yep. But then, you know, man, when you got to get over to frickin' putt, you have to bend your knees, and you're like, oh, God, please hit it straight. It's a big pain in the butt. Honest question, do you know the reason why New Glenn has side fins? Improved cross-range capability because of further burn times because of methane forge. You get cross-range capability. It can do a Freedom 10. To an extent. Not as much as Freedom 10, but not Falcon 9 either. Golf on the Moon when? That's already been done in 1972. I'll down to stream that no matter the size. All right, dude. All right. We'll see what we can see, man. I mean, there's that whole, entire continent in between you and me, but we'll figure it out, dude. We'll figure it out. So, bro, New Glenn, check this PowerPoint. Oh, you guys are really coming at me. Coming at me with more news. Hold on. That can't be good. One day, bro, I believe. Yeah. Debo, I might be out that way sometime in the next couple of months, so if I am, I'll let you know. Did anybody else just hear that? Did you hear that? The coil. The coils on my guitar picked up the lightning. It made a cracking noise. Alright, Deeps. I'll see you later, man. The coils... It sounded just like a... Like that. The coils on the magnetic coils on the guitar picked up a lightning strike. Hold on. I want to listen again. Hold on a second. have to wait for lightning. Supersonic Richard. We gotta wait for lightning. I can't hear any. I mean, if lightning doesn't strike, it's not gonna play it. It's not gonna do anything. You heard it in the clip, Tech? There you go. Go on the roof with your guitar and hold it high. No, I'm alright. I'll check that in a second, Thomas. Yeah, Luiso. I mean, the magnetic coils. Bro, there it is. Did you hear it? Oh, that's so cool. I mean, it's not anything we didn't know, but it's still cool. Neat, Novus. When I said, I mean, if you had a magnetic coil, right when I said coil, it went. Hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna mute it again. We gotta hear another one. Come on. Oh, that's so cool. Yo, dude, that's so legit, man. The coils on the guitar picking up lightning strikes. That's so cool. Science is dope, dude. That's so awesome. Oh, man. That was so cool. Science and stuff, man. It never gets old. Oh, that's fascinating. Now you gotta play Ride the Lightning. That's right. There it was again. Wait for it. Thunder. Yes, Panda, that's also science. Nope. Magnets, how do they work? What's that, Thomas? Thrust rem has been lowered into pad B at the start. This one's gonna be loud. What the hell? The storm's getting closer. The frequency of lightning is increasing, and the sound to light is definitely increasing. It's definitely getting closer. Bro. Thunder. That's cool. Oh man, that was really close. Dude, that was real close, man. That Big Thunder. That's awesome. I'm sorry. It's so cool. Yes, Burke. Oh, I have a universal power supply, guys. Everything's hooked up to a UPS. Don't worry about that. This question is, are these signals coming through the power grid or in the air? I don't know, Train Man. EJ. Dude, that was like really freaking close. That was really close, dude. Holy crap. That was so freaking close. No, Tech, that's not till Friday. Dude, that bolt was another one. Now I'm getting that. Uh-oh. Don't strike that. Don't strike the apartment block. It's a tall building. Don't strike the apartment block. Please. Hold me. That's nuts, dude. The radar is quite red. Let me... Another one. Dude. Guy upstairs is going bowling, dudes. Yeah, we are currently under a severe thunderstorm warning for the central Boston area. That storm is freaking-gantic. Oh. So if you want to look on the map and see how screwed I am, look at Newton. That's the town that I'm in. Look, you look there. Oh, it's getting pretty red, man. That's not good. Oh, that's not good. I'm not happy. Oh no. Hey, is Mick so excited for the test flight? Yeah. So, what we're listening to right now is a thunderstorm outside, and I have a guitar here with coils, right? You can... But the lightning... The lightning strikes are getting picked up by the coils. I don't know if it's coming through the grid or if the magnetic coils are picking it up, but you can hear the lightning strikes, and then you hear the thunder. You can hear it playing through the stream. It's freaking cool, man. Oh. Oh, it's getting cold. Yeah, it's an electromagnetic field. That's cool. You can see the line on this map. Oh, wow. That's pretty damn cool, man. Yeah, it's getting cold. Temperature's going down, Brim. I can feel the temperature dropping in here. Well, not feel, you know, like, oh my god, it's getting so cold. No, the rain's cooler. Dude, this is cool. Look, little thing in meteorology right here. The red's getting close. You're conveniently close to Houston. No, I'm not in Houston. Boston. Austin, Massachusetts. This is the coolest thing I've seen on Twitch in a while, really? Nice, Bree. Wait for it. You're a thunderstorm from Boston. Is NASA still in Houston? One of NASA's facilities is, dude. This is This is fake. Sorry, tech guy. It's cool, man. Here, let me check Windy. Hang on. Yeah, Boxy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll hook that up one of these days. That's probably not a good noise. Yeah, Yeah. Maybe we should, is it the Lightning website? It might be. It might be windy. I think it's just windy. It is just windy. It is just windy. False alarm. False alarm. False alarm. But it was ticking with the guitar, though, man. The windy thing is ticking with the damn guitar. Yes! Yes! That's awesome! Oh, this is great. I was like, oh crap, is it blowing up? Am I done? Yes! Dude, I freaked out for a second. You know, I totally played myself there. Yeah, I was about to start shutting stuff down, dude. Oh, man. It's windy, so it's windy popping off here. Oh, man. Joke's on you, that was just my power supply. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. That was nuts. Hey, Kane, what's going on? What site is windy? It's just windy.com, dude. Here, let me just make sure that there's no weird information around here. Yeah, here, check this out. Yeah, hold on. Let me go back over here and see if we can find something else. Okay, so this is where we're at. Yeah. I'm right here. I'm in this area right here. See where it says Wobbin? Yeah, right around there. Yeah, this is not. Yep. No, that's no good. Yeah, we're about to get pretty nailed right there. I'm just waiting for one more tick. That was windy. That was windy. Windy is basically the thing where you can do a bunch of things on Windy. You could show. That's Windy. So that's the website. That ticking noise. That's why I thought it was funny. It's detecting lightning strikes, dudes. See, see how it's detecting the lightning outside. It'll show you. I just gotta get it. So, give me 1 second here. Yeah. Give me one moment. Framingham and Milford is showing deep red and purple. Must be absolutely downpouring. Yeah, I'm not getting the red. The red isn't over me just yet. It's close, though. It's out. It's out. Jeez, man. it's crazy because the ticks and windy are going with the ticks on the guitar, which is going with the noise that we're hearing outside, which is cool. If you use Chrome, maybe mute the tab. Yeah, here, I can mute windy. Tugboat has just been docked at the new SpaceX Long Beach dock. Possible to get SpaceX crews to bring, of course, I Still Love You over. Yeah, windy.com, dudes. You can use it for all kinds of things. It shows...
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Hey, Ren, 75-month resub. Nice hat. Thanks, man. I'm trying to see if I can get, like, a better picture here. Give me 1 second. Hang on. Oh, there it was again. Huh. So I'm trying to get Windy to get, believe it or not, get more precise location services because it's not showing I'm in the right spot, but whatever. It doesn't. I suppose that doesn't really matter. Oh, there it was again. So right now what we're currently doing is listening to a thunderstorm that's moving through Boston right now. It'd be nice to just turn location services off, if that's a thing. I'm not sure how to do it. Did I ever tell you about the time we had lightning within 5 at Langley, and we had lightning hit the building, and one of our brass grounding plates flashed a blinding light, and we had an ejector seat in the shop that was grounded? Oh, jeez. Jeez. Open incognito. Yeah, I think that'll do it, drummer. We've gone incog. Nope, still showing it. Really nice color on your hat. Thanks, Fo. So check this out. Look. This is what's coming in. I'm just a little right to the right. I'm on the other. I'm inside of 128, which is inside of the Charles River right here. And it's crazy because the ticks on wind. Yo, the ticks on Windy, it goes off and then we hear it, which is pretty cool. See last, please. Check this. Okay. Oh dear. All right, here we could use that one. I mean, this one I don't think is 100% accurate, but man, I wish I had Weather Guy in the chat right now. I mean, if you triangulate that location, Flip Badger, you'd be wrong, and I don't care who knows that, dude. If I made a big deal out of where I was, I wouldn't tell you where I was, you know? Inside of 128, inside the Charles is very specific, you know? Pretty good with the weather. What's up? That's what's up. Jackery, like I said, I'll tell you, the location service is freaking wrong. It says I'm in the next town over, which is hilarious to me, man. Yeah, so that's coming. And you can hear the, so the magnetic coils on the fender, on the guitar. Hear that? The magnetic coils on the guitar are picking up the lightning strikes, and then you hear it. Man, I want some fries. Oh crap, wrong chat. I mean, we all do, Prince Mom. It's all good. Pretty much, Stars. Like, it's not something I'm particularly concerned about. Follow, sorry? I don't care. I don't know how I got here. Yeah, me neither. Story of my life, dude. So check this out. Listen. You'll hear the guitar pick it up. Yeah, storm's moving pretty fast, man. Look at Georgia. They're getting the hurricane team in, I know. Wow. Windy's even showing the sound waves with the circles there. Yeah, Windy's dope, dude. I don't know why more people don't know about Windy. It's super useful. Wait for it. The red dot is relative location. Jeez. Yeah, Mason, maybe. So just listen. You can hear the coils pick up the strikes, which is, I'm sorry, that's just fascinating to me. Like, call me easily amused. Man, south of me is getting railed. So check this out, guys. You remember the auto show that I went to a little while back? Like a couple of weekends ago? Yeah, that was in Medfield. That was at the Medfield State Hospital by 109. Yeah, that's... Dude, Dover, Westwood, and Medfield are getting destroyed right now. Oh, of course I do, Swishio. I have lightning protection. Yeah, no, I have a UPS. I have a huge UPS surge protector, dude. It's a Cyber Power 120, I think. It's freaking... It looks like a computer. Trust me, man. I'm not... I put way too much money into all this equipment. The pickups are designed to pick up electromagnetic variances in the strings. Yeah, I know, Panza. It's not anything we don't know. I just think it's cool. Yeah, Builder, interesting. Looks a bit windy. Oh, man. Medfield is getting absolutely railed. So, there's the Medfield State Hospital right there. That's where the auto show was. It's off a hospital road. It's the old Medfield State Hospital. It's a mental institution. Or it was a mental institution. Yeah, it's getting... Oh, man, that's nuts. Does your guitar have humbuckers or single coils? Yes. It has, so it's a Fender Squat Stryer. Nice. Stratocaster Squire, dude. I have a humbucker and 2 single coils. I'm confused. Lightning is coming through the guitar. It's picking up variations in electromagnetic fields. Yes, it is. No, UPS is still fine. Nothing. You can hear it picking up the coils, dude. Or the coils are picking up the lightning. Just listen. Yeah, Bill Cat, that's so damn cool, dude. I know what's going on. It's just really awesome. It's yeah, I have it on the humbucker right now. The switch is down. Just listen. You'll hear it. It is a cover from AC/DC, that's right. You're grounding it. Is that why it ticked when I had it in my hands, Louiso? I'm skeptical. Mute your mic. All right. Wait for the thunder. Isn't that cool? Oh, that's so damn cool, man. Yeah, the storm's going by already, dude. The band that hit where I'm at was relatively small. That's pretty cool. I'm telling you, look at some of the clips, dude. Here, ready? Here. You'll hear it this time. Did you hear it? Little out of tune. I want to slap you now? Why? Well, that was cool. It looks like the band that hit us wasn't too bad. He said as thunder struck. I come from a land down under. That's the wrong band. You know, you could do the same thing with an old school TV. The ones that have built-in receivers. It creates distinct distortion patterns on certain channels. Yep. It's cool, huh? You see, like I said, dudes, it skirted us here. Like, I'm up here, and the lightning isn't happening anymore. Because I'm in this band right here. See that? Like, dude, if it said it was where I was with the location services, we'd still be hearing it like a lot. There's a lot of strikes around there, but the South Shore is gonna get wrecked. See, I'm up here in this band right by the N in Newton. See, now it's just rain. There's not much thunder and lightning. Delaware, hi. I'm from Delaware. All right. Anyway, that was fun. Cool. That was a cool little thing. I can't believe the coils picked it up. That's so neat. Like, don't get me wrong. I understand the physics involved. It's just fascinating. Can you hear the thunder? You better run. You better take cover. Science is dope, dude. Howdy, partners. Let's raise and rope Bronco. You want to see the clip? Dude, there was one of those clips was really freaking loud. Here, hold on. Let's check this clip. Give me 1 second. Waiting for it. Dude, it just sounds like popping. It's just... That's all it is. It just sounds like... It sounds like the kind of... It sounds like the same kind of noise that you hear where, like, if you unplug your headphones when they're sound... It's like that little... That's what it sounds like. Hey, Mac, what's going on? Here's the close one. All right, let's listen. EJ. I don't know, Train Man. EJ. Oh, I'm still muted, dude. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't expect to have a lightning segment today, so I'm a little like, you know. Oh, that's so cool. That one was really loud. That's what I was saying. It was super freaking loud. The one from the clip. That's nuts, man. To be honest, I could do with a thunderstorm around you, yeah. Did you see the Kyrgyzstan video on terraforming Venus? I saw... was it posted on Twitter, Tessa? Because I saw some thumbnails for it, I think. So what do I have to do to finish the pad? We got to work on the integration hanger. So, yeah. One last thing here from Firefly that you guys wanted me to see, and then we'll go. One more news for Russia if you haven't read it. Oh, okay. What's up? Man, now the freaking thing's ticking off again. That's so cool, dude. Russia plans to test elements of the Zeus nuclear tug on the ISS. Cool. Kelgis Center plans to test a drip refrigerator emitter from the Zeus nuclear tug aboard the ISS. Oh, Zeus is the nuclear transport vehicle. The nuclear tug. Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome, Kim. Cool. I'm going to have to read more about that in a moment. Dude, hold on. I just want that. Can I listen to that thunder clip one more time? Hold on. I was about to say, I won't see. Why am I forgetting to unmute the stupid thing? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I was about to say, that's really cool, but that's also nowhere near me. Muted. What? Guys. Hey. Don't be racist towards deaf people, okay? Yeah, sure. Anyway, so this is 4014's
Discovery.
route?
No,
Yeah, that
no.
doesn't go anywhere near me. I'm about 1,500 miles over here. That's ableist, sir, not racist. What are you, an istis? Bro, what are you, an istis? Imagine being an istis in 2021. Sky sees 29-month resub. We're not daft, we're deaf. No, you're confusing me. Wait. Cloud Boy. I think you mean isthmus? No, I mean azimuths. Hey, if you wanted to visit Brimo's family in diverted south, yeah, then we'd have to drive through Indiana, Loopy. What? That's the end of the sentence. Oh, don't be mad. You know what I mean. I'm just kidding. I'm not, but... Love you guys. Wait. Oh, sorry, I had it muted. Damn, I forgot again. Oh. Okay. What's wrong with Indiana people? Goalie, where are you from originally? Rain? Indiana? There you go. Loopy, there's one more presentation from Firefly. Fight me. I will not stand for this hate on Indiana. Oh, yeah, hey, come visit Indianapolis. We have a road that goes in a circle. No, I'm not talking about the racetrack. I'm talking about the rotary. Great. Can we go see the racetrack? That's a better circle. I'm just messing with you guys. I love you guys. You know that. That's more of an oval. It's a strange noise. We named the dog Indiana. You hear that too, drummer, huh? That's... It sounds like whistling noise, like wind almost. Crap, now I want to go look at my windows. I gotta make sure the windows aren't leaking. Hold on. Gotta make sure the windows aren't leaking. Yeah, it's just the Roomba. Alright, we're good. Just the Roomba doing Roomba things.
Go and throttle up.
We're all set. Hey, Tan. 24-hour chair stream? We'd do it. You're not wearing any pants, huh? Oh, sweet. It chromas my green shorts now. Awesome. Alright, let's check this out. So you guys said check out page 8. That's Firefly. There's Alpha. That's pretty cool. I'm just... okay, restart. In the Indiana thing, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't like talking bad about states. I'm just being a jerk. I'm from the Northeast. It's in my blood. You know that. There it goes again. Firefly Beta. Evolutionary vehicle capable of delivering above 10,000, greater than 10,000 kilograms to Leo. Single core structure built on Alpha technologies. Fully compatible with existing manufacturing and launch infrastructure. Mission extension includes payload capabilities of 1,000 kilograms to both geo and lunar surface. Satisfies significant U.S. government and commercial demand. Reusability with first stage vertical landing recovery. Interesting. Cool.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Hey, Dylan, 21-month resub. That's pretty sweet. The Reaver engines, man. This thing's cool, man. When this thing goes, it's going to be pretty awesome. Even when just alpha goes. Interesting. Also, you can take your deflated football and shove it. You can make Tom Brady jokes anymore. It's not my quarterback. Fun fact. LZ13, LZ1 and 2 are considered by the Cape to be multi-user facilities in their lease. Interesting. Interesting. Hey, that doesn't mean I'm not going and rooting for Tampa Bay. Not gonna lie to you. I do like Florida. I do like Central Florida. I mean, 4,000 kilograms of Leo with Firefly Beta. That's pretty dang good. It is pretty good. Yeah, and they're also working on landers, dude. Firefly is baller, man. This is really cool. I'm really psyched to watch them, Relativity, ABL, Rocket Lab, Virgin Orbit kind of duke it out. That'd be pretty cool. Pretty fun to watch. Anyway, all right, I looked through my work photos and I got 2 good ones. Oh, dude, cryo testing chamber. That's pretty cool, Mac. Yeah, I don't hate that. Nice, Thomas. That's cool. All right, Mac, what's the second one? Hey, that's cool, man. Right on. Was wondering if we'd see more reusable launch vehicles adopt the new Glenn method. I guess wings weigh more than grid fins, but that cross range must be crazy. Yep. Firefly could use it, New Glenn could. There's nothing preventing other companies from utilizing the landing zone. That sounds right, Loopy. But I'd have to go look at the contract